Now, King James was
because in 1492, Christopher Columbus had the Bible. He had the Apocrypha. That's how he knew that Gad and Reuben and the tribe was over there.
Yeah, there was a Moor on the ship that found them over here.
Well, it's always been sellouts amongst our people dealing with them other nations selling us out, even today.
What's going on there in the Middle East? They selling us out.
Like, it's going on over here.
Yeah, I was tripping like the Turks, I ain't know, I had to read my whole history on the Turkey, how Turkey was set up. You know, the Turkey was set up for the Russians when they made NATO and all that. You know, Turkey was part of NATO, so now they can be a part of Russia. It's just crazy. You know, just keep everything separated. Like country, how you can take a group of people away from their land and put them on this land, and how you put their land to make sure it can, you know, design for them. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Put the land to them, so them people really, you know what I'm saying, it don't really belong to them.
They're saying that we're Americans, we're not.
Yeah. Well, we can go to Africa and all the little, you know, countries in Africa. These countries ain't no more than 100 years old. And they just made these countries after World War II. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, man,
that's because
it's so crazy.
You gotta find your
Isaiah 49:11.
There's supposed to the Israel, there's 18 nations according to the Bible. Alright?
18 nations.
Yeah. Because you're not gonna find America, China, Russia in the Bible. But there's 18 nations, there's 18 groups of different people according to the Bible.
Yeah.
And really the main people that the Most High is dealing with is Israel. You know?
And with people.
Yeah. And he says fuck the other people. You know, the so-called white man who's known as Edom in the Bible.
Yeah.
And then the so-called Chinese man, the Moabites. You know?
Hey, I just been doing my history like, if you look on the news right now, y'all know right now in South Africa and Africa right now, they suing a whole lot of they suing Germany for the genocide they caused in 1908 or whatever. They said they killed over 1 million some Africans in South Africa. You know, the land, the farming land is owned by all whites, so now they suing. I'm looking at this going on the news right now. They suing these folks and all this stuff. I'm like, I want to know if this really gonna work. If the black people can get their land back in Africa. The farmers and all that. They talking about it though. Hear me, this going on the UN and everything. Now hear me, it just, you know, it just shocked me though, just to see the world, just to see what's going on.
Yeah, Psalms 49:11. Read them there.
Psalms 49:11.
Shalom, my God, but hey, listen to a scripture right quick before you go. Cause there, you seeking knowledge. It seems like you trying to learn what's going on in the world. Well, this is it.
Yeah.
This where it's at. You know, the history, everything that you really need to know that's important in the world is right here. You know, so this basically what I want you to hear before you go. He might have one for you too. You know.
This put it in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's put it in a nutshell. You know, what really how the different countries and stuff got established. You know, go ahead.
Psalms 49:11. The inward thought is that their houses should continue forever.
Right. So when you get a king or somebody in a power position, his thing is to increase his resources and increase his dominion. So he goes out, he conquered lands. See, Alexander the Great, they call him Alexander the Great, we call him Alexander the Great because he was a pagan and homo.
Yeah, he died at age 25.
Well, he died at the age of 30, something like that.
I didn't see Caesar died at the age of 20.
Anyway, he only ruled for 12 years. He had a short reign, but in his short reign, he conquered a lot. He conquered a big region over there.
They said the boy never put down his sword, man.
Yeah, you know. And see, his thing was, he thought that he was gonna rule forever. But see, the Lord, He determined how long you live. He determined how long your days are on the earth. And see, what happened was, throughout the ages of time, different kings were set up to rule on the earth. The Lord gave everybody their chance to rule on the earth. But the people that He gonna have that's gonna rule forever is the nation of Israel. Okay? And see, these people are the seed the Lord got them in the trick bag thinking, and chiefly right now is the so-called white man, okay? Who in the Bible is Esau, okay?
Yeah, like what we talking about right now. Like how they got the news, they portraying so hard right now with the Israel, the Jews, how they just established Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, you know what I'm saying? With the UN. But this is so funny, y'all. They talking about this at the UN, but it ain't nobody black at the United Nations office line. So it's like
talking about
when they established,
NATO,
when they established what you call, they had to vote for America. You know, we lost the vote. America lost the vote because every nation feel like this not the capital of Israel. So you know what I'm saying? So we agree about it.
Jerusalem is the capital.
Yeah, but I know, but I'm saying the reason they saying that ain't nobody black in there. So that's why they feel that way. They actually said that. How can y'all say y'all Jews down ain't black? And you know, in history you can't ever change.
Well,
Yeah, you can.
hold on.
Unless you mix.
Yeah,
I mean you can do that.
It ain't about being black, bro. You know, it's about your nationality. Because your complexion can come out the womb any complexion. It just depends on what your seed is mingled with. Okay? Because it all go back to your father. Okay? You are the seed of your father. No matter what you was planted in, no matter if you was planted a white woman, Chinese woman,
No matter what.
it don't matter. Whatever your father is, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about black, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about white, it's about spirit ultimately. And that's something that the Lord has to give you the mercy and grace to understand is spiritual things. See, we living in a world where everything people can grasp onto is only what they can see. They don't understand that it's elements all around you that you're dealing with every day that you can't see. You breathing something that you can't see. You exhaling something that you can't see.
I'm saying you believe in oxygen, but you can't even see it.
Right, but you know it's there, you know? So we have to get past that black color thing. Cause see, you know where them terms came from. It's from the so-called white man. To separate us, you know? To separate us so that, go ahead and say something.
Now, I'm gonna say, you can say, what?
You would call him
white.
White. Okay, well, what would you call? Give me a sign. Give me that sign right there. Right there. That ain't got nothing on the back of it. It ain't got nothing on the back of it. That's it. Okay, that's it. That's it. What would you call this sign?
White.
So, are you a liar?
Those two different colors.
Those are two different colors.
Yeah.
So he more of a red color. Okay.
Yeah.
So those terms, see, I understand. Words have power. Get Psalms. Finish reading that real quick. All right, just finish it, because I don't want to skip over it. Just finish reading that. You get Psalms 33 and 9.
Psalm from the 11th day and was taught that the houses shall continue forever, that dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
They call their lands after their own name. That's why when you go in the Bible, it's a lot of different places that you don't see on the map today.
No more.
Because these lands have been conquered by mighty men who were set up and ruled over other nations and just conquered. Because see, the actual land of Israel wasn't originally called the land of Israel. It was called the land of Canaan. The Lord gave us that land. He gave Joshua the power to go in there and conquer the Canaanites, and we inhabited their land. You know what I'm saying? And that land became our land. Now, just dealing with that, now I'm finna jump. Now stay with me now. Now, you read Psalms 33 and 9.
Alright, this is Psalms 33 and 9. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none.
So it says he spake, start up 1, start up at 8. Because what I'm trying to get you to understand is that words have power. You gotta understand that everything that you see before you, the reason that it's here is because the Lord spoke it into existence.
They say words are spells. When people say spells, spelling, these are real spells. They are real spells. These are spells when you speak.
Exactly. But it's you got righteous spells and you got wicked spells. Okay, you got people that's putting words on you and deceiving you, like white, like flat. And if you
Those
go,
spells, really. They fuck with your mind.
With your mind.
It's those spells.
Those are spells.
It's so crazy because you know how the word spell ain't gonna change. So we can say I put a spell on you. I'm actually it's for real. Like it's actually a spell. Like it's actually the definition of it. But we don't, like you say, we don't see the oxygen or whatever. But it actually.
People are subjected to what they hear. Yeah. So people are attracted to what they hear. Just like just like words. All right, they say words are captivating, meaning they capture you, they bring you in. If somebody talking something you don't want to hear, you just what? You just I don't want to hear that. You know.
You can easily cut it off right there in the middle.
Right. So words have power to make you stand and listen. To stop what you doing, you standing here right now. You ain't planning on, you ain't know we was gonna be here. But you just saw, you saw words on the post, and then we got to talking to you.
Already thinking about it.
Something was already on your mind. That's what I was trying to explain to you. I'm gonna let it be a scripture. That's what I was trying to explain to you. That it's things all around us that's working that you don't see. That's the spirit. The spirit made you stop.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
I'm gonna let him read.
This is Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel.
Now Jacob, when it speaks about Jacob, it's talking about the father of these 12 sons who are our forefathers. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon. That's what we go back to. So your father is so-called Negro, most likely you are from the tribe of Judah. Okay? Now we'll know for sure which tribe we are from when the Lord comes back. But our spirit resonates with either one of these 12 patriarchs. Yeah, yep.
I read that scripture because you're talking about spells. Yeah, because the wicked elites, I don't know where that sign is, but the Rothschilds and stuff, the elite bankers.
Illuminati.
Yeah, Illuminati.
Secret societies.
Yeah, those are the ones that control everything.
Yeah, so they do their witchcraft, like pedophilia and shit, and they it works for them. It's not gonna work on us. Or at least the effect of us. Because at the end of the day,
I feel like it worked on them because it worked towards anybody in control. You don't think so? Like just in control. After I say so, it's gonna happen.
We can see we need to turn it.
It's about turning like which way?
Go ahead.
Turn it.
How you want it?
You need to come to the front a little bit more.
and then it says,
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
You turn it out some a little bit.
What's your name?
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna come right back. I'm grab something to eat. Come right back. I'm going down on one taco. Come right back. I got to support Black Beat.
Do your thing, man.
that's the reason that you should be worried about.
No. Real Israelites got a name and instruction to their culture. So I'm asking, what's your name? What's your name? Don't matter. His name matters. That means that don't.
What Christian mean? What the word Christian mean? Israel? Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Come here. We gonna tell you what it means. We gonna tell you what it means. Okay. So your question is what the word Israel means?
Yeah.
Tell them.
You tell me. I asked you.
Y'all speak the same thing.
If y'all speak the same thing, right?
This the head of this. Okay, hold on. First of all, listen. We deal with order. We deal with order. I can answer you.
You talk to me, I'm talking to you. And so
but you talking to us.
So now, when I speak to you, I'm
to
talking
us.
to everybody.
And you really talking to the Lord, you don't know it.
Okay.
You talking to
he
us.
the Lord, why he got all these tattoos?
He ain't saying I'm the Lord.
He just said that.
Hey,
He just said that. He said, if you talking to him, he's the Lord.
hey, I didn't say he was the Lord. I said you.
Pull out a Bible, bro.
Hey, get Matthew.
Who wrote that?
Get Matthew.
Who wrote that?
No. Answer my question.
Okay, to answer your question, because to keep down the confusion, because he don't really want to learn. He don't really want to learn. You can't never trust a man with shades on their face. Look, listen. We can tell you have a more sincere heart. Listen, the word Israel go back to the Hebrew word. Listen, the word Israel go back to Hebrew word Yasharallah. Okay, and we can tell you what it means through the scriptures, or we can tell you what it means verbatim.
I mean,
What do you what it means? You tell us what it means. Because obviously you
who wrote that scripture?
you the Lord.
Who is the Lord?
Get First Peter. We'll tell you.
No.
You going to a Bible, but you going back to.
Hey man,
Talking to
get
somebody
matter
else.
of fact, let's deal with him real quick. Get Psalm 14:1. Because if you don't read the Bible, why the fuck you up here? Get Psalm 14:1.
Who wrote that?
Get Psalm 14:1. And get cause see I ain't gonna deal with no fools.
Talking to the Lord.
Hey, read it out, man.
The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have abominable. There is none that do good.
See, that's why you can't deal with our people, man. Because our people embrace that nigga shit. That black culture shit. Everything a motherfucking joke to our people, man. Read it again, bro.
This Psalms 14:1. The fool has
And get
said,
Proverbs 19 after that.
the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done.
This is what you see right here. Abominable works. You got two niggas that don't even know they'll figure it out.
They wrote the Bible.
Okay? And they're gonna be destroyed, man. They come up here with mockery. The scriptures say,
This is
It's a book called Demonology.
2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech,
so I be rude to speak.
You cuss me out.
yet
I'm rude to speak.
not in knowledge.
Like you talking about yourself.
What the word cuss mean? Hey, the scripture say my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. You don't know what a cuss means. These curses are in the Bible. Yeah, okay. If the Bible don't mean nothing to you, why matter what we saying? We can pull
It don't
curse
matter.
words.
We showing you it don't
We can
matter.
pull so-called curse words.
You out here for the weak mind.
Hey, go down the street, man.
You can't go for the street. You ain't in
Get Proverbs 19. Get Proverbs 19 and 26. Hey, is the Bible okay with you? Is the Bible okay with you? Is the Bible okay with you? Hey, man, you niggas go to hell, man. Because you already there. Hey, read Proverbs 19, man. Read Proverbs 19 to 26.
It's the same thing they did in history.
I think you started up one.
They was in town, what they call it, when somebody like try to sneak out and move on the street, and some people laugh at them.
Stopping the mob.
Yeah, and they laugh at them. You sound crazy. I'm telling you, you know, it's fine, it's fine.
Guess what? It's gonna come to pass like it's
It's the same exact way. Yeah, it made so bad. I read Houston so much. They had the Bible going when they had Egyptian and Roman, right? You know they were saying these two super nations, they don't ever fight. You know, during that time they were saying they don't never gonna fight, but they ain't no having no war, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And somebody don't come. Cause I was going on that. United States on Russia ain't never gonna.
That shall stand.
Ain't gonna happen.
Read that.
That's how you the Lord.
That's how, hey.
Yeah, and that's how the man gonna come. They when Jesus gonna come when they do it.
Hey man, look man, we standing out here, we being made a spectacle unto the Lord, man. See, we look like fools to the world, but these people don't know that they are finna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. The Lord is coming down, he's not gonna play no games, man. The Lord coming down here, he's not coming to play no games, man. He's not coming to smile, he's not coming to laugh. All this shit these people talk about, why you doing this, why you doing that? That's because they've been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed so bad that they don't have any clue of what's going on.
The reason I'm so tough, so spiritual, while me looking at folks dying in the Middle East and like kids, I'm talking about how America, how we killing folks in Syria, bombing kids, and not even know fuck about who they is, and I'm talking about dead shit like you know fuck, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just like you say when you say ISIS. You know, like we saying, we call ISIS terrorists, right? But how can they from there where they land, they taking their land. So how you gonna call somebody terrorist when you invading their land? Cause hear me, that don't make sense. And y'all spread killing kids and everything.
What the ISIS say, you never keep it at home.
But I'm saying though, I'm saying still, I'm looking for what they can be dealt with, whatever. That's their territory. Leave them alone. But they, you know what I'm saying? They don't give no fuck.
Hey, we ain't even brought camp in, man. We ain't even brought camp in. Let's bring camp in, man. Bring the church in, man.
We're out here every Saturday.
Man, he got a stronghold, man. I really didn't even, I was being nice to him, but really he got a stronghold right around his neck. Yeah, he
Yeah, he tried to.
Yeah, I was just being cordial, but them niggas really.
That make me
I was,
mad.
yeah, cause they really came up here with them gangs, man. He came up here with them gangs, man. Yeah, this is a great campaign, man. Yeah, matter of fact, let's just keep it going on these niggas, man.
I had to know that was spirit because I came out with warning.
Yeah, so come.
Yeah, I had that spirit of that's why I came out here to warn the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all right, we the Hebrew Israelites, because week in, week out, in season, out of season, prophesy the downfall of America. All right? And first and foremost, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kodash. All right, we're gonna say double honor to our elders, our apostles, the great millstones, our great teachers, our great leaders who rule well, teach well, being a great example to Israel, man, the elect. We want to say peace and blessings to the hopeful elect across the four winds, pushing the truth. The truth is sincerely their great song, man. All right? Hey, man, we the Hebrew Israelites, man. We come out to prophesy, man. All right? The downfall and to tell 2/3 of our people they're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's right.
And we're going to be coming out here, man, trying to guide the elect so we get the hell up out of here, man. You know? Because Jake think this shit a game, man. The Lord told us to come out here and warn our people, man. Alright? So that's what we out here doing. Warning our people. Destruction, driving out, man. Alright? It's on its way, man. Alright? But it ain't gonna be no laughing matter when Jacob Trouble hit the motherfucking scene, man.
That's right.
Alright? When Jacob Trouble come on, man, it ain't gonna be no laughing matter then, man. When your stomach touching your back, alright? When you can't even get nothing to eat, the trip and crime, what the fuck you gonna do? Alright, but guess what? We out here to warn you just on that, man. That the Lord coming back and he ain't playing no games, man. No smiley faces, man. Alright? Only thing he come back with a sword to deliver the elect, man. Alright?
I got one out.
Go ahead.
It's Romans 13 and 11. And then knowing the time, then now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Romans 13 and 11. And then knowing the time, then now it is high time.
Right. Knowing the time, man. Knowing the time, now it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. Alright? It's time to get up out that nigga state of mind, man. The way of living, man. Alright? It's time to come back to your true nationality, man. Who you are, man. Start seeking the Lord, man. The night is time. Alright? It was spoken 2,000 years ago. How close we is now, man? Alright? We even closer. Now it's time to wake up. It's high time, man. I mean immediately. Alright? It's instant. You know? Wake up out of sleep, man. What is sleep? You ain't got the spirit on you, man. The spirit ain't in you. That's why I say you sleep. Alright? You ain't woken up to who you are, man. You a fucking walking zombie around here. You know, calling yourself African American, black, Negro. You dead, man. You know? Go ahead,
It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation, man. Alright? Because that's what we need. You know? These niggas that walk up, they don't need salvation, man. They don't even want salvation. They need the Christians, man. Alright? They really need destruction. However, Lord brings, man. Lord with it. You know? But no, we need salvation, man. Alright? We're tired of this shit going on, man. You know, even though the Lord said we're gonna come out here and be a spectacle to the world, man. Alright, we're gonna be scoffed at, laughed at, man. Alright, guess what? Man, it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. Salvation is nearer than we believe, man. It's a must. The Lord come back and deliver us out of this hell we in, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Preach, brother, I'm listening.
That's all good. Go ahead, brother.
Y'all mind?
You can take pictures of the signs. Don't remember that stuff.
Go ahead, read. That was it on there, brother.
See, 3 and 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. Ezekiel 3 and 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that confidence eat this roll and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll.
Right.
And he said unto me, Son of man, cause it better to eat and feed the fowls with this roll that I give you.
Right. That's right. That's the scripture. We understand and read it.
Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth, I didn't go free.
Right.
And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel.
Right, that's what we're doing. Alright, I'm out here to the house of Israel, man. Alright, which is Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanic. We got Christian faces, man. We're coming out here to the children of Israel. Israel only, man. Alright?
And speak with my words unto them.
Right, see his words, man. These are not our words, man. The Lord just get the spirit on us to understand, man. Alright? We understand what the Lord's saying, man. So we come out here and speak it, man. Alright?
For they ought not send to a people of a strange speech,
Right,
and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel.
See, the house of Israel, man. You know, the Lord ain't dealing with everybody, man. Alright, the Lord only dealing with his people, man. Go ahead, all right?
Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them. They will have hearkened unto thee, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
Right, and we see that, man. Alright, our people don't want to hearken to the voice of the Lord. Alright, because you see us, alright, you want to say some niggas out here, alright, in a dress. Alright, that's why y'all want to listen. Alright, because we ain't up here no suit on. Alright, fresh cut. You know, we ain't got no collection plate out here. We ain't got no choir behind us. Alright, that's why you don't want to listen. Alright, go ahead, out.
For they will not hearken unto me, but all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-headed.
See, hard-headed, man.
Impudent.
Stiff-necked, man. Alright,
Unwise.
people, man. Say, well,
He said they are impotent.
That's
Meaning
right.
they're unwise.
that's right, man. But they wise to do evil,
Wise to do wicked.
you know?
They love coming up here and making mockery for a sport.
Yeah.
You know. That's why, man, the Lord set this up so that, you know, when you really believe, you are offended.
Yeah.
That's why he said, don't offend one of these little ones, you know, because I'm roughly paraphrasing. Because we are the Lord's mouthpiece. I was trying to tell him that he don't understand that he ain't speaking against us, he's speaking against the Lord.
That's right.
But of course his deceitful mind and his deceitful ears had him hear me say that you was the Lord.
Right, right.
And what he want to do? Point out why he got tattooed. Hey, we all have fallen short of the glory of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's perfect, you know, but we are striving for perfection.
Right.
And see, when you come to the Lord wholeheartedly and repent and turn from your ways, that's when he overlooks your transgression.
Right, bro. I was blessing them for it. All right, man. They preaching down here. They preaching the truth.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
This 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
It's hid to them that are lost, man. Hey, and contrary to popular belief, the majority of the world are not real Christians. They tell you there's 6.6 billion people in the world and 2.2 billion of them are proclaimed Christians. Now, if the gospel says in Matthew 7:13 that the path to the kingdom is narrow and the path to destruction is broad, the broad way, obviously by the tail of the numbers, will tell you that Christianity is it, man. I asked him what the word Christian means. He answered a question with a question. You see, really, I'm really hot now because I shouldn't have dealt with that nigga at all, man. But my spirit was already lit, you know. So when you dealing out here, man, you got to know who to answer and you got to know who not to answer, because a lot of people come up here solely to make a spectacle, you know, to make a scene and for mockery, man. You know.
And whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
That's what happened. They was blind.
Right. And he asking who wrote the Bible. Who wrote any book that you fill your foolish mind with? A man. So anything that you know, whether it's 2 + 2, 1 + 1, ABC, a man taught you. Okay, but you gotta understand, that's why I was saying I think it's 1 Peter 3:3. Where it says this is a no private interpretation. Real quick, because that's what I was trying to get.
And we follow these preachers. The Bible says get your own understanding out there. You go to
church.
Like the second
Yeah,
year.
church ain't going. Nah, you gonna see when we talking here.
I know what y'all
I
talking.
think it's
I
a
know what
church.
y'all talking.
Yeah,
But I'm saying we go to places like that to understand what somebody else
He
talking.
said my people got a zeal. for what?
Nah,
The
that's
Bible
it.
says get your own understanding.
So we can't
See, we out of the book.
Hold on.
Yeah, y'all have
but
to
you
go.
gotta understand, getting your own understanding means this though. Okay, you gotta understand this. Because see, that's how people get lost, because what the word understand means? Break it down. Stand under. So that means you gotta stand under somebody to teach you. The only person in this earth, the only being in the whole earth that can overstand is the Most High. Because nobody knows more than him. So he set up men under him, starting with his only begotten son, whose image is like this. This is what his image looks like, not that. Okay? To teach. He taught his son everything, and his son did the rest. Okay? Now, you got to get your own understanding, meaning you got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. There's levels of understanding. But the first thing you must know is that you got to be taught, and it tells you that.
Followers of Mashiach.
That's right.
Because Paul was dealt with directly from Isaiah. But he was telling his people, the people that were following him, he said, "Be ye followers of me as I am my Lord." You know, so I mean, you do have to learn the truth from somebody, but that's when you got to try the Spirit by the Spirit. You know?
Let me read this real quick. This Second Peter's 1:20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the Scripture is of any private interpretation. So these men that wrote this book didn't speak out of their own minds. It wasn't a private interpretation. It says, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man. So, see, that's the thing which you are taught here in this world, is that you have free will. Really, the Lord got you doing exactly what he wants you to do. It's either he wants you to serve him wholeheartedly, all right, and ushering in the kingdom, or he wants you to be in opposition to that. Negative or positive. You either, in the Lord's equation, you're either a negative or a positive. It says, for the prophecy came in old time, not by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High. So holy means separate. It's separate type of beings out here, man. Everybody has a spirit, and the Lord put different spirits in different vessels, in different flesh. So everybody doing ultimately what the Lord gave them to do. The spirit that the Lord gave them to do, you know? And well, right, and he chooses which messages for you to listen to. Because there's a lot of messages out here. But the Lord got to give you the ears. Real quick, get John. Bible shop, bro. No, I know brothers got scripts on there. Real quick. Get John 10 and 27.
I know you're telling the truth. I was lost. That's why I started following the right words. The right words got me. I ain't say where I need to be, but I've been getting blessings on top of blessings.
Right.
But I was wrong with it. I was crashed.
Right, because we was all in a state of sometime we was listening to the wrong message. Okay? And a lot of times you see people deal with their emotions and they say, well, I follow my heart. I just go with my heart. But see, the Lord said the heart is deceitfully wicked above all things, man. You know? Because and really your heart is your mind. When you go into the word heart in the Hebrew, it's la'ab, which means mind. So when you see the word heart in the scriptures, it's talking about your mind. But read this real quick. To see, the Lord got to give you this in order for you to get the right message.
All right, this is John chapter 10, verse 7.
27.
Oh, 27. It's like it. This is John 10 and 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and I give unto them eternal life.
Right. So the Lord got to give you the ears to be his sheep. Because if you don't got the ears, then you don't know which way to go. You don't know, if you don't got the ears to know the Lord's voice, then you don't know where their narrow path is. You think every listening Jake, Edomite, or Hawking or Howling preacher is is the voice of the Lord. But that's something that's spiritually discerned who the men of the Lord are, you know? And when you really got those ears, as soon as you hear it, it click with you like that. Like, you know, okay, these men were set up by the Lord to teach, you know? By the Lord to feed the sheep. Y'all found what y'all looking for, bro? All right, I'm gonna read this one again. It says, I'm gonna finish it anyway. 1 Peter 1:21. That's the spirit, like I say. It's everything operate out the spirit, man. You gotta understand, like, we didn't choose to be out here. We were chosen to be out here. You know, the scripture, get that, it say, many are called, but I think it's Matthew 24. Many are called, but few are chosen. You know? Because, see, the world will have you think that, you know, the Lord came for everybody. The Lord, everybody can be saved. Oh, that's not it. The Lord has, first of all, the Lord has an elect. Okay? And the brother gonna read, I think it's down toward the end, bro. Yeah. So, yeah, 24 and 14. From Charlotte? Are you just visiting? Okay, yeah, we Great Millstone, man, because you was wondering who we are. You heard of Israelites? Okay, you been watching Israelites on YouTube, on the internet? Okay.
But I studied.
Okay.
And I've read that book about 5 times. So I studied.
Okay. Well, you know, the scriptures say, you know, the principal thing is wisdom. You know, you gotta read, but when you read, you gotta get understanding. Ultimately, you gotta have men. I'm gonna be honest with you, be straight and direct with you. You gotta have men set up by the Lord to feed you with the understanding of how to read this book. Because this is not an American book. This is not an English book. Okay? This book was translated into English from Greek and Hebrew. And when you read books that are translated from different languages, things get lost in translation. Because words have different meanings. And to really get the substance of something, you gotta know the true meaning of it. You gotta read more than just that book. Okay?
Every book that's out there to understand one.
No, you ain't gotta read every book. No. You ain't gotta read every book. Ultimately, you can go into
No, I'm talking about every.
the Greek and the Hebrew, and that's how you're gonna get the understanding, but only if the Lord has given you
To take it and
to give you the mind to discern. To discern, that's the word. Discern. He has to give you discernment. Go ahead and read, bro.
All right, this is Matthew 22 and 14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
He said, many are called, but few are chosen. When you go to that word chosen, in the Greek, it's eklektos. That's where you get the word elect from. Okay? So the Lord has an elect group of men, all right, on the earth, who he has blessed with the understanding of his word. Basically, he's giving them his judgment, okay, on the earth. Okay? And judgment, all right, is where the earth is where judgment takes place. Okay? And people are confused on the whole heaven and hell, all these different doctrines. There's so many doctrines out there, all right, but the number one stronghold of our people is Christianity. This is the thing. See, people think that this is a religion. This book ain't about religion. Right, it's a way of life, because he said, well, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Okay? And ultimately, it said what? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So this Word is the way of life. Okay?
Word.
And
the book ain't got nothing to do with this word.
but
What's in that book?
But let's see, Proverbs 3 and 4, I think. Let's see. You got something on your spirit, bro, bring it out.
got this. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted and shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. I mean, we're here in America, but this isn't rest. You know, we're in captivity here. So, and when it says arise and depart, it's not talking about actually leave America. It's spiritually. You know, you can't follow the philosophies that are taught you. You know, you can't. This Christianity was taught to us in slavery. Ever heard of the term plantation Christianity? You know, it's taught to us because we get that loving spirit instead of
ultimately to right, get you in that loving spirit was just the spirit behind that image. Yep.
Because if we actually had the correct understanding of the Bible, we'd find out that you're an Israelite and that the people that enslaved you are heathens and they're supposed to be serving you. And that's what's happening now. We're coming to the understanding of the prophecies in the scriptures, which is, you know, America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Only the elect of Israel will be saved. In Revelation, the 7th chapter, it talks about 12,000 from each 12 tribes of Israel. You know, that's what makes up the elect of Israel.
And the prophecy that's going to come in.
They're about to
make it come true.
Yeah, they're about to start quickly coming to pass.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. Yeah.
Trump,
Yeah.
Syria and the Libya and the Russia thing. That's one of the next. That's one of the next revelations.
Yeah,
that's going to come from them.
Yeah, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which means the.
Y'all mind if I smoke a cigarette right now, Spirit? That's what it's saying. I'm falling away.
Well, just try not to blow it over here.
I step over here.
Yeah, but those things aren't good for you. You know.
It's a whole lot ain't good for you, but we still do.
Hold on, we got one more.
I know they ain't
we
good for me.
ourselves.
I'm saying to y'all, don't mind. I'm just gonna step. I ain't gonna blow it over.
Try not to blow it.
We got one more for you.
I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't
I'm just
going
gonna step
nowhere.
by and
You
smoke. I'm listening to y'all, brothers, because hey, some of us need this and won't stop and listen to it.
Right.
I tell y'all, still sending chills down my arm.
Right.
Because I listen to this and I try to live it every day, like you said about this. This is probably the only habit I have. This is probably the only habit I have left.
That's great. You have to fast?
I fast. I've been abstinent from sex for 16 months. I'm trying. I have not had
You don't have to
it 16 months. I'm waiting for the right one. I had one so wrong. I had one so wrong that I know it's the right one out there. And I was my whole life. I gave this one person everything that she don't want nothing. Yeah. So I done stopped that because when you get that willpower, sex is the last one you gotta hold. Once you can maintain your body, you don't have to have it.
Yeah. What is
You start to control yourself. This is the last habit I got.
What we talking about? If you get that burn, you burn.
Yeah, this is the last habit I got. I just do that for I'm bored. I still smoke the plant. I smoke the plant too. That's from the earth. This is the last.
All right, look. Let's say. Alright, it said in this Acts 8:26. And the angel of the Lord Yahweh Shah speaking to Philip.
Read up. Read up. I'm saying read up loud.
And the angel of the Lord Yahweh Shah spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south to the way that goeth down from Jerusalem to Gaza, which is the desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man, an Ethiopian, Enoch, of great authority under Canaan, queen of the Ethiopians, who had in charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for the worship, was returning and sitting in the chariot, reading Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said to Philip, Go near and join thyself to the chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, Understandest thou what thou readest?
So he was asking him, do you understand like what you're reading? Because he's reading the book of Isaiah, you know, in the Old Testament. He's like, hey, you know what you're reading?
And it says, and he said, how can I accept some man should guide me?
I said, how can I understand what I'm reading if somebody doesn't break it down to me?
Right,
You know, I gotta have a teacher, you know? Because you said that you read this 5 times, right? So this is talking about a guy that was reading the book of Isaiah, and one of the apostles came up to him and was like, do you understand what you're reading?
But that's what the first 3 times I read it without understanding. I just read it because it was the Bible.
Okay, so who taught you the second 2 times you read it?
My great-grandfather's a preacher. I have preaching background, so I know you got to sooner or later ask for understanding, calm yourself down, meditate before you get into that book, and understanding will come to you.
Wow.
It'll come to you in revelation. It'll come to you in dreams. It will come to you.
Okay, so all right, now you said you read the Bible. That's spirit, because you told my spirit before I came. What's the overall? If you had to say in a nutshell, what is the message that is written to you as a man from this Bible? What is the direct message? You said you read it. You said you read it 5 times.
5 times.
And the last 2 times you got to understand it. Now we testing you now. Don't get offended. Because we gonna test to see if you really got the understanding.
All
right.
The understanding I got from him is to follow him. Nobody but him.
Okay. Follow nobody but him. But in a nutshell, what is it that you are to do to follow him?
I'm supposed to do everything. I'm gonna take it back.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna make it simple for you. I'm gonna make it simple. I'm gonna make it a little bit more simple. Hold on, before you answer, let me make it a little bit more simple for you.
I already got the piece of it.
What is your duty? The message of this Bible tells you that there's a duty for you as a man. What is your duty?
To help bring the sheep home to my Lord and Savior.
Well, no, yeah, but how do you do that?
Right.
How do you do that? It's a nutshell, and how do you do that? And be honest with you, it's a scripture that if you can't tell us exactly where it is, you should at least be hitting on it. If you don't know, we understand. But if you read it 5 times,
I don't know the exact scriptures. I don't
want you. I don't expect you to know the exact scripture. But
Just bring it out.
hold on, hold on.
I was trying to show you something.
You finna bring something up?
Yeah, it's something I wrote though. That I post on. I post food for thought. That's all I put on Facebook. I put food for thought on there.
All right. So we want to.
Yeah, but
We just want to see if you understand what your duty is of a man pertaining to the scriptures. The message is like if you say really like just a part of it, we'll give you credit for it.
So that wasn't the part.
Nah. I mean that's in there. That's in there, but that tie into the overall thing of it. But see, you have to see. You can't be like Christians. You can't say what to do and do opposite. You know what I'm saying?
In the Bible, in the whole Bible, it says preach, understand, and bring others with you to Him.
Right, but you gotta lead. You gotta lead by example.
Yeah.
You can't tell a man, don't commit adultery,
And you do it.
and you doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring it out.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Hey, listen. See now you see. I'm gonna tell. Hold on. I'm showing you the spirit on you. Now you see when you got ready to read it. You see what he did. Read.
I told you this is the only habit I still
Hold
got.
on.
Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. Okay. Now we all had things that we've had before we came into this truth. But what I'm trying to address is the understanding of it. See, wisdom. Get Proverbs 4 and 7. Because wisdom is what you're going to get from this book. But it's not wisdom if you don't apply it in your life.
Yeah, you have to apply everything. If you don't apply it, that's like
So if you're not applying it, then you truly don't understand it.
That's anything. Knowledge has. They say knowledge is the key, but knowledge is not the key. Applied knowledge is the key.
Applied knowledge is the key.
Yeah, you have to apply that knowledge.
If you read it, like the Lord said, I should do this, then you should be wanting to do it. You know, that's why when it goes back to Judges 5 and 11, it speaks about rehearsing the righteous act. How do you rehearse? You practice. You know,
you have to practice.
So the Lord said, rehearse the righteous act. So what you're supposed to be doing, trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. You know.
I wish I just wrote some food for knowledge. I didn't rewrite it.
You can't keep all the laws, but some laws you can't keep. So the laws that you can keep, you're supposed to be trying to keep them to the best of your ability.
To the best of your ability.
Talking about the best way you can keep. You know.
Yeah.
It is certain law. It's easy to keep. Like you ain't gotta eat pork. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you smoking, that's divide your temple.
Yeah, that's your
body
temple.
is the temple. You know, you can stop there because ain't nothing but a spirit on you.
Yeah, and then really, you know what I'm saying? Really, you know, most of the time when we dealing up here, we don't even like Jake smoking around us. But we listen. Don't get offended because we understand that you're not perfect. We're not perfect either. But you know, we're striving for perfection. We're trying to preach the message to you the best way we can to get you to understand that you have a duty to serving the Lord. You understand? Now, we saw the chills, we saw the things that was manifested, we see that you're hearing and you're listening. But we just want to make sure that when you leave from us, that you got the whole,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You really got to understand it. That because when you leave here, you should be somewhat convicted and then somewhat rejoiceful. It should be bitter and sweet feeling you should get when you leave here. It ain't supposed, oh man, that's, you know, I'm stuck. Because really, one of the things that you said when you came up here, you said, yeah, you've been blessed here and there, you've been blessed. Well, the scriptures say let favor be shown unto the Lord. The rain falls on everybody. Okay, so it's in your mind, what you count as a blessing.
Right.
Okay, because the real men that are being blessed on this earth are going through hell.
That's right. Get that. Ecclesiastes.
Because the Lord is chastising his people.
Yeah.
Here. We're not getting the finest of everything. We're not getting the fatness of the earth right now. Right. You know? We going through hell. We in a low state. We are at the bottom. We're at the bottom. But that's because the Lord is putting us in a place of punishment.
To try and show that we're worthy of coming about that.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
This a what?
Here this guy right here.
This a what? 2 and 1. My son, that come to serve the Lord, prepare that soul for temptation.
He said, my son, come to serve me, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, you come to serve the Lord,
Set the heart away and constantly endure.
set your heart right. You know, take a trip, because it's going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, damn, man, I'm going to stop doing this. Just because you caught a little hell, now you're going to stop reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, watch this.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
See, make not haste in the time of trouble. Okay?
Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Say, cleave unto him. You're going through hell, you're going to call upon him. He said, depart not away.
That their mays be increased the last end.
Y'all keep going.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee,
Whatsoever brought upon you, no matter what. You know, somebody might die that you love. Anything might happen. He said, look, when it comes upon you, you're going to die.
take cheerfully.
Take tripping.
You made almost to me way.
But guess what? She in a better place.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand them. She really just sleep. She sleep. Yeah, because the spirit is the other. That's right. But I just keep it at you can survive. You guys need 12 to 7. Yeah, go ahead.
Mark 2 and 4. whatsoever embark upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient
Yeah,
when
yeah,
it change to a lower state.
Right.
I'm gonna let you read it. I'm gonna give you a chance to read this to
Because
us.
in the
We
beginning,
gonna
it said
break
you
that
come
down.
to serve the Lord, prepare
That's
thyself
them
for
your
the day.
words.
So you know about Job, right? You know about Job. He brought Job down, right?
Yeah, and I done asked so many people about Job.
Hey, Job is the prime example. You know, Job is the prime example of serving the Lord. He brought Job down.
I done heard Job before all of that. Before Job was supposed to be before everything that happened right there.
He got out.
And nobody seems to know where the story of Job came from. How they explain it be.
What I mean,
Because
I mean, what it means?
They can't picture and put him in no place and no time.
Listen, Job, there was an upright man.
Except for the story.
What you mean in the time? I don't
It's
understand
a
what
time
you mean.
frame. They didn't have a time frame when they don't have where he came from, where he was actually at when the story was happening.
Well, it tells you that he's an Issacharite. So it tells so he came from Issachar. So it tells you that it's after the flood and stuff. And it's in the Old Testament, so it's before Yahushua.
Okay, can
There's
they?
a time history.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Alright, this is Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth
Right.
as it was.
It says dust return to the earth, but what?
As it was.
Right, as it was, but he come from the ground. I mean, out. Right?
And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
Right. See, the spirit returned to the Most High who gave it. So when your mom passed away, she really just, hey, we want to be there too. Being
Definitely.
right. And get the read 1 and jump to 21.
Job 1:1. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil.
All right, jump to 7.
1:7. The Lord said unto Satan, whence cometh thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, come into and go to the earth, and for walking up and down in it.
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask a question for you?
What's up?
No man has been perfect but Jesus. You say Job was perfect and upright.
It says
No man was perfect but
that's in
one.
the scriptures.
Jesus.
Is that in the scriptures?
He said it was perfect.
It's more than Job that was perfect. It tell you that. Listen. You said you read
No
that,
man is perfect.
but you gotta understand what the word perfect means. You gotta understand what the word perfect means in the eyes of the Lord. What does perfect mean?
Without blemish.
No, that's not what perfect means. No. Perfect means that you are upright in keeping the words of His book. And
What that
listen.
He was
Upright.
upright mean?
Upright.
What does upright mean?
Upright mean righteous.
Okay.
He was
Perfect
righteous.
means perfect. Upright means he's following that
No,
word.
that's why I just got to telling you that words are lost in translation.
Sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
Come on, it's all good.
My fault.
Keep rolling, Log. It's all good. The words get lost in translation. You gotta go into the Hebrew to understand. Because it's really just told, it said perfect, and it went right back and told you what it meant. He was upright. Okay? Because when you understand the story, Noah and his age, it tell you that he was perfect. Get Genesis.
It said in the two things, it said he was perfect and
Upright.
That's
But
two things he was.
But you gotta understand, you're not listening. You're not listening. You gotta go. You want us to go into the Hebrew for you and show you what the word perfect means?
You can, I don't mind.
Well, I really already told you. It's upright. It's upright.
Alright, shalom, bro.
It's
Y'all about to
upright.
smash up
It's
us down.
upright. It just means that he was righteous in his generation. He was righteous, just like Noah.
Right.
When the Lord, you know the story of Noah, right?
The Lord told Noah was righteous.
It said Noah was perfect.
Yeah.
The scriptures say Noah was perfect. You know this in there? Or you want us to get it for you?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't remember.
It's in Genesis.
It's Genesis 6 and 9.
Get it, read it.
Alright, this is Genesis chapter 6, verse 9.
It's the first book of the Bible.
These are the generations of Noah.
These are the generations of Noah.
Noah was a just man and
My
perfect
charge,
in his
the
generation.
charger broke.
And Noah walked with God.
They trying to
Noah
do
was
it.
perfect.
Noah was perfect.
Let me get that word perfect.
Word's perfect. Water. See, you can't get offended by words, man.
Yeah.
In Matthew 5 and 48, why he get there?
All right. This is the word perfect. In the Hebrew, it's tamim. All right. Or tamim. It means complete, whole, entire sound.
Complete, whole, entire sound.
Whole, sound, healthful, complete, entire. Sound, wholesome, unimpaired, innocent, having integrity.
Having integrity. Upright, having integrity. That's what Job showed. That's what the whole story was about. Job never lost his integrity.
Read 21.
Let me get this last definition. It says, what is complete and entirely in accord with truth and fact. So he was dealing with truth and fact. You know, so he's perfect. Because all that he taught was truth. He's dealing with the truth.
Alright, now the Lord command, this is a commandment. Listen.
This Matthew 5 and 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father was in heaven is perfect.
So if we can't be perfect, why did the Lord put that there? Them his own words. See, you getting offended at a word and you don't understand what. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You just got offended because you said you went on a little rant. You said, well, man, ain't nobody perfect, nobody, because you didn't understand. Get Proverbs 4 and 7. And I'm gonna let you read that article. It's a lot of things you got the mind, but you gotta get built up some more. You gotta, first of all, in order to be built up, you gotta be broke down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you now, everything that you think you know, it's gotta go out the ballpark like sending something in the home run. Cause you don't know nothing, bro. I'm telling you, you don't know what you think you know. You got a little, very small, and with that, we're not saying we know everything. But we can tell from some of the things that you're saying, you don't got the understanding that you think you got. Ultimately, because you haven't been taught. You ain't been taught by nobody. And the scriptures tell you that you got to be taught. You got to have teachers. And that's what the brother was going into. Lord willing, the Spirit permits. We're going to get back to how you got to have teachers. Proverbs 4 and 7, whichever brother got it.
This is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is a principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
And with all thy getting, get understanding. So like I was saying earlier, wisdom is when you apply the knowledge. Okay? Go ahead.
This Ephesians, we started 22. Ephesians 4 and 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
The way we think now, it's totally different the way we were thinking when we was in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so you gotta take away that conversation.
Like, me and this brother can attest to what you were saying earlier. Smoking. Before we came into the truth, we smoked.
Yeah.
I smoked weed, Black and Miles, all of that.
Yeah.
Okay? But when I got the understanding, when I started being taught by the men that the Lord set up to teach, they let it be very clear the things that you are to do when you're in your vessel and not to do. Okay? And that's not them letting us know, they let us know through the word. Because all that's in the scriptures, polluting your temple, okay? Shaving, because we used to be smooth faced, lined up, all of that. Didn't give a damn who woman we dealt with. You know, she had a ring on, that didn't mean nothing to us. You know? But when we came into the knowledge of the truth and understanding, read it again.
Put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
We put out the old man, because we put on the new man.
Being born again.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Your mind, the way of thinking, how you conduct yourself. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness.
That's right. Hey, get Judge 5:11.
I know I'm still striving. That's why I stopped right here. Some y'all saw me. I was just off the street. Bro, the spirit. I love listening to brothers know what they talking about.
It's Ephesians 4:24. And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Alright, this is Judges chapter 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts
Drawing water
of
is
the Lord.
talking about slavery, which is where we at right now. We're in the places of drawing water right now.
What it said, well,
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
rehearse the righteous act.
Right. Because see, that's the problem with the Christian community and the churches. You go into church houses, they take up a tithe and an offering. And then after the tithe and the offering, a lot of these churches, they'll have a dinner. But number one thing they're gonna have on the menu gonna be some pork.
One way or another, they're gonna do some.
Especially down in the South period, what they call the Bible Belt.
Bible Belt.
Yeah, what it's supposed to be, you know.
Should be called the hypocrisy belt.
It's exactly, you know. So you gotta come out of that. That's why, you know, people get offended when we tell them, nah, we ain't Christians, you know. Where and in the truth of the matter, according to John 4:24, we're Christians because we worship Him in spirit and truth. And what the meaning of the word meaning anointed ones. Okay, yeah, we are followers of the anointed. Yeah, we are that. But the Christianity that America embraces, no, we're not that. And if the world embraces, no, we're not that. Because that's hypocrisy.
That's that plantation Christianity.
Break that down, though.
What?
Go on. It's some more to go with that you want to say.
With the Christianity in America? Well, the doctrine that's taught behind everything they teach, it's all deceit. It's all deceit. Go ahead, folks.
Because you got this thing called the 501.
Yep, the spirit.
Have you heard of that?
It's a tax exemption from the government.
Yeah. And the way to get that tax exemption is if you have to teach certain things in your church. You know, you can't touch on the prophecies.
You have to waive your what's the amendment? Is it Fifth Amendment? What's the one dealing with speech? It's one of the First Amendment. You have to basically waive. You can't speak whatever you want to speak under a 501. You can't do that. You can't speak out against the government.
They can't talk like this in church.
The NATO? 666. No, the beast written in, yeah, but the beast written in Revelation, that's talking about NATO. You know?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah. Sodom and Gomorrah, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. That's America. Egypt is bondage, like slaves.
Nah.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out which
It's known as the virgin daughter Babylon in the scriptures, Egypt, Sodom.
Hey, Shalom, Makim. Y'all about to shima shop Brakathon. Might be good.
All this
I had.
that the Most High wiped out. This is like all of that.
Yeah, there you go. I fixed it.
Nah, you gotta put it back like that.
Yeah. This is coming from America.
Did it? It's on.
Yeah.
Because all of this is going on here in Babylon. This is what's being taught. You know, follow any one of these, but they don't put this. They put these. This is what they try desperately to hide from our people. Because this is the greatest conspiracy. This is the best secret kept.
It's kept secret. Yeah, get Psalms 83.
Yeah, Psalms 83.
This Psalms. Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their hands.
And that's what we're doing through the power and spirit of the Heavenly Father and Son. We out here not keeping silent. Because the Lord got the spirit on us to speak out about all these lies.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against the heathen.
Distraction go by. Let the distraction go by.
But we're the real Hindu.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel might be no more in remembrance.
We know who he is now. The spirit. But back then, we found ourselves black, Christian, you know. I'm just saying. But we were calling ourselves Israelites. You know? Because what? They came together and said, let's cut them off from being a nation. So they name be no more religion. They try to wipe us away.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
Right?
They are confederate against thee.
See, they came together on 1%. That's why you think when the other nations come over here from across the sea, well, they get the stores. They get the
You got the most people going to church, but you got the most unfaithful generation ever.
Right. Hey, the scripture say a faithful generation.
Yeah, get that, because I wanted to read that earlier. Yeah, get that. Yeah.
The tabernacles of Edom.
See, it's explaining our relation. Hold on.
Yeah, because when you came up here, the brother mentioned he mentioned the 18 nations, or was that the other Jacob?
No, that was the other Jacob.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 18 nations on the earth, man.
Right here. Now break it down.
Psalms 83 and 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom, which is who? Some-called white man. Edom. You know what I'm saying? Edom. Go ahead, Doc.
And the Ishmaelites of Moab.
The Ishmaelites, the Arabs. I mean, Moab is Chinese. Right here, Moab Chinese. All right, go ahead.
And the Artemis,
Go ahead.
Hebrew, the Ammon,
Right, Japanese. Go ahead.
Amalite,
Yep, Amalek is the so-called white people too. They're Israel now.
Philistines,
Philistine, all right, which is going to the Africa. Go ahead.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Kyrie.
Yeah. See them Africa. Put them automation. Yeah, that's it. Well, he just naming all the nations that came against us and came together at one, keeping us from being Israel. You know, just think about it when the EU, NATO and the EU, and all the rest, they be around that big table. You don't see no Israelites at the table. You know what I'm saying? You don't see no so-called Mexican at the table. So-called Indian, so-called Saxon at the table. And it's all the way more people. You know, because they all came together as one in the nation. It's just they thing they got. So guess what? Keep coming out of there. Right, they trying to keep us. But it was written. It was written.
If we gonna get it, bro. Jeremiah.
It was written that this gonna happen.
Go ahead, bro.
17 and 4.
All right, this is Jeremiah 17 and 4.
Yeah.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
He was telling Jeremiah. Folks. Yeah, folks.
That's cool. I was trying to see. Did he say?
Start up one.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Discontinue from thine heritage. So that's what happened. It was already written. Go ahead.
That was Jeremiah saying that, because you gotta understand that they knew that they was gonna lose their heritage. Because they understood Deuteronomy 28. So really all this go back to the curses in this book that's on us as a people.
You know about the curses?
I don't know nothing about the please,
Well, we gonna read John 15.
I'm the blessings. No, just read verse 15. I thought you said 1 through 15.
No, I ain't gonna read.
Just verse 15.
And then we'll read verse 15.
Yeah. But you got to read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. They tell you that all about what was going to happen to us if we. Remember, I told you the duty of man is to fear the Lord and keep His commandments. Well, the Lord said if we keep His commandments, He was going to place us on high. And if we didn't keep it was a two-part contract. If we kept it, we was going to be untouchable. If we broke them, we was going to be destroyed. We was going to be in the hand of our enemies and one of our things.
Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord, thy power to observe and to do all His commandments, which I commanded.
The whole duty of man.
Which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord, thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Above everybody. You know, He said it shall come to pass. Check this out.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, that will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, that power to observe, to do all His commandments and His statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses. Guess what? He said it shall come to pass. First, it shall come to pass.
When he say it shall come to pass, that means it's gonna happen.
That's right.
That ain't him saying. That was never him saying that this is something that might happen if.
go through politics and government and everything, you see well. And almost all of them have came back. That's Nick.
What, the mark of the beast?
Nah, the war.
Oh yeah, Armageddon.
Syria, Libya, Russian war.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the whole world.
Yeah, but it's gonna start over. It's gonna start there.
It's starting in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. You right? You know, it's starting in the Valley. That's because that's where the Lord. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand. All the nations of the earth are being. All the nations are being drawn. But you gotta understand the little small nations. They operate off of the powerhouses. America, Russia, China. Okay. So all nations are being drawn by default into their lane. And like I was breaking down earlier to the Jake that was up here earlier, it's always about resources. A man's inward thought is that his dwelling houses shall continue forever. Well, how can your place be guaranteed? How can your house be guaranteed to stand forever? What it's built off of, right? The resources that you put into it. So the foundation, everything that you put into your rulership has to everything that you put into your rulership has to hold value, has to have some type of worth. But what has the most worth in the world? Petroleum, oil, diamonds, gold. You know, that's why they're giving us this fiat money, and the elites. They got the real resources. They going after oil and gold and giving you a fiat money, which is a
powerful resource they have on the mind.
huh?
supposed to move out.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Machine don't deal with diamonds or gold or nothing.
But every man's mind is not valuable.
Well, he trying to explain it like, you know how you train a dog, and now you can work the dog like a leash because you know you ain't gonna run. You know how you train a dog from a puppy until you get grown. You walk with the leash, but you gotta show him how not what to do. And once he understands that, you can take the leash up. That's up. That's up because what? The so-called white man, how he did up his slavery. Man, hey, how was America built? America built out who? Our black.
Once they got out, all that,
Let's go into the
all the way back to when the slaves trying to get out.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Let's go back to how he trained as a slave. You know,
They took the grip off of him.
it's a word called Stockholm syndrome. All right, and it's going back to you know how Satan, the pedophiles or whatever, rape, they have somebody in the basement for a very long time raping them to the point that they don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave.
Us in America, well not us, but two thirds of our people in general, they don't want to leave America. You know, because what, they've been jumped down so long, like fuck it, that's how we gonna survive.
That's why I'm saying he's the most important resource.
Oh, Jacob, what's that name? Jacob, Mr.
Really, when you say we, this is the most important resource right here. These people. Because right.
Until we get all the tribes back together.
They're gonna have the song. Lord spoke of that.
right now, it's just about gathering the elect.
It's the elect. That's right.
Because the Lord comes back to destroy 2/3 of his own people.
Yep.
Go ahead, bring it out.
Right, this is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Right. See,
What?
we got the chart. All right, put down now.
It's over there.
Yeah, 2/3 of our people gonna be cut off and die. This is a large number. You know, he said Israel is the son of the city.
Yeah, because they tell you that what? African Americans, Hispanics, and Native Americans are what? In America? The minority. That's a lie. We outnumber all nations on the face of the earth. But the thing is, to get you to think that you smaller in number than everybody, then you accept that you ain't gonna try to build no revolt or go up against the powers that be. If you automatically in your mind thinking, shit, it ain't enough for us. There's way more of them than it is of me. The scriptures tell you that we are the sands of the sea. You know? Right, because it tell you like when you read the statistics, they tell you that these Edomites are dying off. Okay, they got low sperm counts. They not producing. So we produce at a higher rate than any nation on the face of the earth. One thing you can count on is that these people don't have sex and have babies. Jake don't have big families, baby mamas, all of that. Because that was the commandment given unto us. That's another reason how you know who we are. Because who's doing all the multiplying around the earth? Jake.
That's why Esau trying to number us down.
Yep.
George Guidestone. You hear about George Guidestone? Man. Yeah, he's trying to number the population down to 500 million.
Just Google it on your phone. Yeah, but keep going, bro. Google Georgia Guidestones on your phone.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein.
The third, they said what? The elect. The elect of Israel is the one going to be left therein. You know, going to receive the salvation. So we have about
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
Yeah, he's going to bring the third part through the fire. Alright? So,
The fire represents Jacob's trouble ultimately. But the temptations, the trials, and poverty,
also the missiles.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the main, that's the ultimate fire. That's the ultimate fire. Yeah, this the ultimate fire right here. What he gonna bring us through? This Armageddon. Destruction of the world.
And we'll refine them as silver is refined, and we'll try them as gold is tried.
That's what he's doing with us. You know, we had that fire like when we read Ecclesiastes 2. You know, put our soul to temptation. All right, so he refined us and said to gold. He said a man gonna be more precious than fine gold in that day. And when that day we approach it, you know, we approaching that day slowly for sure. You know.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them.
Right, and you can receive it. You can receive it. The Most High name is Yahweh. He is to be. Alright, the Son name is Yahweh. The word is called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh. It means He is the deliverer. He is the Savior. Alright, you remember them names? Them names, Yahweh, Yahweh. We're gonna call him His name.
I will say it is my people, and they shall say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is my power, or my God.
God means power.
Hey, he had something that he wanted to read, bros. Go ahead, read it. I'm sure. But now, you know, you ultimately had told us it was something you wanted to share with us. Yeah, I had told you that we're going to let you read it. We're going to let you read it for us.
Once there were kings and queens until the devil showed his face unto the son of the slave of the present day. Then came on the king with the prophetic dream, equality in his land, and things found.
Who was that king?
I was speaking about, I was writing something about Martin Luther King. It was based on that plus everything based. Equality in the land and things trying to look for change until our last king was slain. Now we are once again.
And who? So that king that was slain, you talking about Martin Luther King?
And we were once again living out.
See, that's why I wanted him to read that so y'all can see what his mind is. So we can deal with the scriptures and show him how to prove that. But let him finish. Let him finish. Let brothers get precepts going into what he reads.
Until our last king was slain. Now we are once again we live in our past. After the slave, after the affliction of pain, except after the affliction of pain, except this time.
Who is the man that wants his land back?
They say this ain't our land.
I'm trying to just see who you speaking about specifically. You said the man that wants his land.
What do you read?
He's just reading a quote that he wrote.
This is
something he wrote. Yeah. So who is that man that you? I mean, I don't really understand the man you're talking about. So my white man, he wants his land back. What land? See, that's why I want you to read it. So
the way it's supposed to be written is, I mean, the way it reads out like, we are finally coming up and coming out of turmoil. We're starting to climb out of it. So, but he doesn't want us out of it, so he's trying to keep it down.
Well, how are we climbing? In your mind, how? Because I want to see your point of view. Because, yeah, we're agreeing with you, but I don't think our spirit is registered on the same way on how we coming out. How you feel like we coming out? By marching and protesting and stuff like that? Well, how you feel like we coming out of that?
Some people are wising up. Like, I'm
Wising up to what?
I'm put like this. I travel a lot, so I'm talking to some people or understanding things or seeing better, because we weren't seeing nothing a while back. Now we're trying to get ourselves back together. We're trying to get on a level plane to be what we once were. That's why I say the king and queen, trying to get back to being us the king and queens that we once were.
We never had queens. Yeah. If you look up that word queen, it means prosper, like a prostitute.
They break down the Latin word queen goes back to prostitute. Okay.
We have princess. Never had queen. Because queen like refers to like a woman in position. But the man is supposed to go. You know, the woman obeys the man. Like a help. You know, like go get this, go get that. Do this, do that.
That's why I said earlier, like I said, don't give that straight to a woman.
Yeah.
Because she only when he gave Adam and Eve, but he said, well, she's a helper.
That's all you do. She said, I'm going to give you somebody to help you.
But the scripture says when a man gaineth a wife, he gaineth a possession. Like that's why, like on those little hearts, you know, the Valentine hearts, you know, it said be mine. You know, it's like I own your ass. I got secret Valentine going. Nah.
So back to my original question: how are we becoming, like you say, wise?
I put it to you like a while ago. If there was a lapse in anybody spreading anything, you just stand out here and spread. You probably would walk through here 5 years ago with nobody out here trying to preach anything. Right. So we are getting wise.
Well, ultimately, like you said, it ain't us, but it's the Lord who has opened the minds of men like us. Okay, and knowledge is being increased in the earth and exposing all the lies. So I understand that. Now, dealing with the Martin Luther King thing, because you spoke about equality. Before you get that, somebody get Deuteronomy 76. I'll hold, keep what you got. There's other brothers out here. They'll never be equal. Yeah, they will never be equal. But you just read to us.
Which I said if we could, but they will never be equal. The only way they'll be equal is if they take cash out of the system.
We still have it.
And start everybody from scratch. Give everybody what they work.
So I guess I need to ask this question. So you said it would never be equality. Okay.
As long as they have a dollar bill. It's always gonna be at the end.
That don't have, but that, you're not right. The money don't have nothing to do with it.
Money does.
No, it don't.
Deuteronomy 76.
Listen, this why it'll never be equality.
Deuteronomy 76. It says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord, Yahweh outside thy power.
He said, thou art a holy people. That word holy means separate. You know?
And he's speaking to the nation of Israel. Alright.
It says, the Lord Yahweh outside thy power have chosen thee to be a special people.
Have chosen these people,
right,
the Israelites, to be a special people. Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. So as a possession. So the Lord formed all these people that you see on the earth. He formed all these people that you see on the earth. And out of all the people that you see on the earth, he took a group of them and said, these are mine. Everybody else, I don't give a damn about. I don't care. These people are who I'm going to choose, and they're going to rule over everybody else with my power that I'm going to put in them.
You got it right here.
Let them finish that.
It says, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So if he chose the people to be above all people that's on the face of the earth, what does money have to do with it? Nothing. Okay.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right, because all men come from the ground, which that word Adam goes back, Brother said it earlier. Adam goes back to the Hebrew word Adama, which means from the ground. So we all are made of the elements that come out of the ground. No matter what color, shade, size, or stature you are, we all share the same common thing. or flesh.
And a lot of people, they like to say, oh, well, we all come from Adam, we're all one. But it just said, of him come we all, and the people also who thou hast chosen.
The people who he has chosen.
So there's really two people, two different, there's a separation there. Because the people that he's chosen and
Everybody else.
Alright, and then verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
And this is the prophet Ezra, right? And Ezra understood that everything on the earth he made for a special people. And he set the earth up to be ruled by special people. But because this special people who he chose were rebellious and continually transgressed his word, we read Deuteronomy to you earlier. He said, if you don't keep these words, jump to verse 64. 20. Keep what you got, y'all. Whoever guy was holding something. Okay, all right. 28, 64. Or I think it's 64.
That's it. All right. Scatter. This Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
And what's the number one? What's part of the number one commandment? The main part of the number one commandment is have no other gods before me, right? Which is more to it, but that's the principal part of it. You don't worship any other gods. Go ahead.
It says, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall thy sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none assurance of thy life.
You see that?
Yeah.
No assurance. No assurance. Like, every day be on the edge.
Yeah.
You know?
They get pulled on by the couch and you like, hey, that might be it.
When I come back to that again,
Yeah, I wanted to read the part about our enemies, but we're going to be in the hands of our enemies.
All right, that's 68.
That's 68, but I just wanted to start there.
This verse 67, it says, in the morning thou shalt say with Yahweh, it were even, and at even thou shalt say with the Most High, it were morning. For the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. And the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold into your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, so we sold into the hands of our enemies, okay? And till this day, the brother's gonna bring that out. I know we kind of jumping, but we still in this day in the hands of our enemies. Get that scripture, no one should be unmade. You know where it's at.
yeah, really, only how you get in the other books, you want to learn about history. Because you can break down the history with the Bible and prophecy. Like
Yeah, we just tie in history with the Bible. That's it.
That's
We
all
don't
you
go
gotta do.
into no other philosophical books.
Right, but this our history. This all we need. You know, when you talk about history class, this history right here.
Yeah, that's it.
But this the real history that we don't know. It's like right here. This the real history. Get that?
That's 400 years.
This the 400 years unspoken. This right here. The brother got the real Bible.
You don't know where it's. Y'all know where it's at.
I know it's in Isaiah.
Hey, can somebody get
I got it.
Read it.
34 and 16, I got it.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
this is Isaiah 34:16.
Listen to this right
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord
Seek
and
ye out
read.
of the book of the Lord and read.
It says, no one of these shall fail.
No one of these prophets, no one of these prophecies, none of these words in this book is going to fail you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, none shall want her mate.
None, meaning no other book can compare to this book. None shall want her mate. It don't matter what other book you go into in the world, none of them have events foretold that has come to pass and are still coming to pass. Because the spirit of this book is the spirit of prophecy. So this is the number one selling book in the world. So, and what's so crazy about it is, everybody that reads this book thinks they understand it. But that's because there's so much wisdom in this book that even a fool can become wise and think that he is wise. But the Lord said, let him become a fool first. That's why I told you in order for you to really be dope, you got to throw out everything that you think you know. You got to become a fool. Because anything that you think you know before you really come into this truth is really just pride. It's just really like, oh man, I know a little something. But you gotta be, the Lord gotta humble you down to basically a mold to make you a mountain.
Yeah, that's popular 16. Pride. You gotta get the pride.
Yep.
The scriptures talk about he's coming for the humble, lowly, and meek.
And the more and the greater thou art, he even said, the greater you become, the more knowledge that you get, the more humble you have to be. So it's a balance in getting this wisdom. So, and it's hard for the average person to just admit and just accept that they don't know nothing. Like, I'm dumb. And me, like I always tell you brothers, the more I learn, the more ignorant I feel.
But
you know,
opposed to it. Damn, I ain't know this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're gonna feel like that because you ain't know it.
Yep.
Now you know it. You know, that's the humbling way of being. I remember that, you know, you have to everything. You know? I walked out on everything in life a couple months ago. Family, friends, went to the streets, ain't have no where I was gonna go.
It says, for my mouth they have commanded, and his spirit life. It says, I'm going to start over. Isaiah 34:16, it says, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh Shema Shai and read, none of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth they have commanded, and his spirit they have gathered thee.
Right. Get second Ezra.
Let him read one. Let him read that. It's right behind it. The second Ezra.
This is Ephesians 4:14.
I got it out.
That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of man and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive.
Right, because men write a lot of books, okay? But you don't want to be fooled by the doctrines of men, okay? Right. If you ask us what are the books we read, the answer is, hold on, I'm just giving you the answer. We don't read no other books really. I mean, we go into certain books in history that tie in, and then even then we pick the meat from the bones, you know? Because look, it's all kind of books out there that's Bible, breakdowns, like the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It's meat and bones in there. Just like it'll tell you on one side that Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. But then when you go to Shem, it don't tell you that the Negroes come from Shem. So they play games with you. They want to give you what they want to give you. That's the wiles of Satan. The same serpent that beguiled Eve is still working today. You know? And it actually say he's working even harder today than any other time because he know he having but a short time. And the reason that he has but a short time is because knowledge has been increased in the earth. we living in the time of what they call the age of information. When you got this phone right here, at the drop of a dime, see, our ancestors, our grandmothers and stuff, they had to go to what you call a library. You know how obsolete like you hear I said what you call a library. You know how obsolete a library is today?
I still go to
You know?
to get the real information. It'll be so many stories in that phone.
Well, there's so many sources. There's so many sources. But see, the source of our knowledge comes from the scriptures. And that's where we get discernment to pick meat and bones out of everything that we read. Like, that ain't lining up with the scriptures. That's all. You know, Now, you got people reading the book of Joshua, the book of Enoch, first and second book of Adam and Eve. And then they get, like, what about, because some lady came in 1 week, asked us about some weird shit. She's like, I told her straight up, that ain't in the scriptures. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
in the book of Enoch. She's talking about Noah being
albino.
No, looked like albino, but looking like an angel. That's because there's an
She talking about the fallen angel. Yeah, the fallen angel.
Yeah, fallen angel.
Yeah, that doctrine about there was a war in heaven, and Satan took a third of the angels out of heaven with him.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's actually a Christian doctrine.
That's in the book of Enoch.
And that's actually a Christian doctrine.
It's not true.
Yeah, that's in the book of Enoch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know you heard that before, ain't you?
I done heard the war was up there.
Yeah.
I never believed that. What man was up there to see this war? Who told about this war? Who prophesied about this war? I ain't read it.
It's in Revelation though.
Not that, but it's in Revelation. Where they get it from, is in Revelation. And I think it's in Isaiah too.
They just break it down.
How y'all be out here?
Every weekend, every Saturday.
I'm up here on the run dropping the load right now. I'm up here.
We out here every Saturday, same time.
I'm up here at 10 o'clock. I put the thing. I'm finna go grab something. I promise I'm gonna come back.
Okay, go ahead, man.
If it's 7 o'clock,
Shalom, bro.
7 o'clock, we'll be gone.
You say you travel a lot, right? All right. Well, we're pretty much damn near in every major city across there.
But we not just any Israelites. All right, go ahead, tell them who we are.
We go by the name of Great Millstone.
Yeah, we GMS.
Yeah, because Great Millstone is like the only Israelite group that goes into the prophecies and history.
We got the 100% of the understanding that's in this book.
Right.
All right. Well, no, one more thing before you go. No. Mark of the thing. All right, it's right here. All right, one more thing before you go. That right there. All right, now that's what's coming.
Don't take
All right, that's the chip. That's the mark of the beast in Revelation.
They're gonna make this mandatory.
So before you go, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's coming.
Don't take the mark of the beast, because if you take that, you already gonna be destroyed.
Can't have that mark. I appreciate you, brother. I'm trying to get right back. I'm going to grab
They're gonna grab you something to eat, man. The spirit bring you back by here, come back by here, man.
You remember Lord name?
Y'all should.
You need to just say Yahweh.
Ultimately pray.
Bless you, brother, man.
Ultimately pray, man, that the spirit of the Lord come upon you to fulfill His will and do things that please Him, and that name gonna come to you.
Right.
Because I mean, this may be the last time you hear this. This may not. We don't know. The spirit, the wind blow it. What it say in the scriptures? The wind blow it, and man can't tell where it go. Because the spirit just like the wind.
Yeah, go where it wanna go. It just blow.
Just blow. So you say you from Charlotte, you might run into Great Millstone, Charlotte. You know, they out there. We always gonna be in the chief place in the city, downtown.
You might be. It's some brothers that be downtown, but I ain't never.
Yeah.
They be having on all black down
Not
throw.
the one.
That's ISUPK. Yeah. When you see us, when you see us, we gonna have different. We're not gonna be in unison with garments. I don't know a Kemp. a great millstone that's like this. Everybody's gonna have own garment, you know.
That's how you know GMS from any other camp.
That's how you know us from any other camp. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, cause we ain't with that black militant.
Yeah, cause they wearing black.
Yeah.
That's what they got on.
Because they don't understand the confusion of face
I
stuff.
appreciate you brothers giving me a little bit of enlightenment. I'm gonna have to go study.
Yeah, get you some food, man. Hey, really, man. Hey, hopefully the Spirit put on you to watch Great Millstone.
I ain't gonna forget that name, Great Mills. I ain't gonna forget that.
GMS, New York, Memphis, Mississippi.
Cause the acronym for Great Millstone is GMS.
Yeah, so
I just left New York.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They out there, apostles. That's our apostles out there.
Yeah, that's what a man that started just said.
Keep it up, man, cause we need it.
Yeah.
Our brothers out here blind, everybody blind.
Yeah.
They walking zombies, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
All right, shalom, bro.
That was on live. I'm glad y'all said don't put your face on, but first, when I was down there first, I had that on live, my Facebook Live. So
It's all good, bro.
They just gonna get out. That's all.
It's all good. It's all good. With the Spirit.
You welcome, though. That was good right there.
33 and 6. This is Ezekiel 33 and 6. It says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, because we are commanded to watch over the sheep, okay? And as a shepherd, whenever you see danger approaching the sheep, you're supposed to warn the sheep. You're supposed to block the sheep from the danger, man. So the Lord has bestowed on us trustees with His word, you know, and we just hide it. We don't come out here and warn the people. Then what? All these people, blood is on our hands. You know?
Like this parable of the talents, man. You got talent to be able to come out here and speak and do certain things, man. And you take it and wrap it in a napkin.
Yeah.
And throw it away, man. Like, you know, the blood on your hands.
Yup. Yup. You can't hide this light. Like the scripture say, you gotta let this light shine, man. The light is the wisdom. You have to let the light shine. And that's what we out here doing. We out here, we on the tower, all right, which the tower is what? Yahweh Shemi Haushah. His name is a strong tower. So we out here what? Confessing those names before the people, okay? His name is dreadful amongst the heathen, okay? And the light, it destroys the darkness, you know? The light shines in the darkness, man.
All right, this verse 7 is so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me.
Right, and the word is the scriptures. So we take the prophecies that's in this book because ultimately it's a book full of lamentations, mournings, and woe. See, the message that the pastors in these churches is preaching, they got the good news misconstrued. They think that the good news is salvation to everybody, prosperity to everybody. That's not the good news. The good news is destruction and deliverance. Majority of the people on this earth is going to be destroyed. A small number is going to be delivered. That's the good news. When you get through, that's what the Lord was telling the disciples to do. Go and preach to the lost sheep of the house of Israel that the kingdom of heaven is at hand and to repent. Any kingdom that was ever established on the face of the earth was established with what? Bloodshed. When no kingdom ever established with everybody coming together, we gonna be just one people, you gonna willingly be my slave, I ain't gonna whoop your ass. You just gonna bow down and do whatever I tell you to do just because I said do it. It ain't never happened like that. It ain't gonna ever happen like that. Because the Lord is a man of war, man. War means opposition. Opposing forces going head to head. Oh, our Lord said he gonna make our face what? Hard against theirs. So, you gotta understand when we read this book and the words of this book, it's all the spirit of Yahweh Shah man. But everybody's spirit doesn't what? Resonate with the spirit of Yahweh Shah, so they get offended. But Lord willing, I get into this lesson. See, that's how you know that King James and the scholars, they understood this book. They didn't just translate it, but they understood that this book was gonna come with offenses and the Lord don't want somebody to hear around here. Hey man, how every weekend a fire truck come through here?
Yeah, they send them out. Hey, make them send them around. Test run.
Every weekend a fire truck come out here, man. You know? At the same time.
She have it every weekend.
Every weekend. But yeah, like I was saying, the scholars, King James and the scholars, they understood that this book was not going to be resonating with the spirit of all the people on the earth. In basically the beginning, in the translations, in the beginning of the 1611, when you read in there, he tell you about scoffers. He tell you about people with the spirit of Esau, you know. So this book is both offensive and defensive. And it actually says that in there. I'm actually just quoting what he said in there. This book is offensive and defensive, you know, because we preaching the gospel and it's going to offend many. And then those that get offended and scoff and come up against us, it's a defense. We got scriptures that back up, because all the defense do is just back up what you say.
Yeah, it talks about the armor of God and it's the sword.
The sword.
You know, the armor is the defense. The sword
is
the
the offense. Yep. Yep. Is there some more on there?
I can read one more. It's verse 8. Ezekiel 33 and 8. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
Yeah. That's what we're doing, man. We come out here to get the blood out of our hands, man. Alright? It's necessary.
Yeah.
But we warn wicked men,
Just like them scoffers came up here at the beginning, I said, man, hey man, y'all gonna be destroyed, man. You know, because that was all to tell them. You know, people think the good news all about telling everybody that they gonna be good and prosper and God gonna bless you. No, the Lord ain't blessing everybody, man. Wake up.
Prosperity doctrine.
How the Lord blessing everybody and babies coming out blind, baby coming out with nubs,
Extra toes.
extra 3 eyeballs and shit.
I saw one baby getting born with like bark as their skin.
Yeah, like tree bark or something.
Like what? Damn.
All type of babies having all type of mutations. So how the Lord bless him? The Lord ain't blessing everybody, man.
Babies being born and then dying as soon as they come out of the womb.
dying while they in it, but dying while they inside too. As they having the baby.
Yeah, the abortion. Yeah, because that's like burning the fetus with like chemicals, you know, and that messes up the women, man. Because they say they get nightmares after that, hearing babies cry in their sleep. Like that man, if you've ever gotten an abortion, man, you're wicked as hell.
You know, Esau always got some type of science behind why it happens. Well, you shouldn't drink alcohol. Why? Man, look, man, I was around this female that she smoked weed, drank, did everything under the sun. Her baby came out perfectly fine. So that don't got nothing to do with it. I mean, it do, in a sense, the Lord put the spirit on your parents to do whatever they do and may affect you. But ultimately, man, your parents could be the worst scumbags on the face of earth and have absolutely no idea on how to nurture a child. And that child could come out perfectly fine. And on the other hand, your child could be, your mother could be the perfect mother, do everything that baby needs to be nurtured, and that baby can come out with tree bark skin, crippled,
retarded,
not make it out the womb.
But but it's all upon you. How about Shema Shah, man? Because he determines how this seed gonna come out, man. Because that's that spirit. You know, he judged the spirit. That's why it said, what did it say? He ain't no respect of person.
Yeah, he don't respect the person.
Yeah, because the spirit is the spirit. So if there's a wicked spirit, he came back on earth to get judged, and that's how the Most High judged that spirit.
Yep.
So when he came out, going right back to the spirit realm. Right, that was that judgment.
How this word of offense and the defense. This Hebrews 4:12, it says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit and the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Yeah, because when people come up here and they say something, it's the Spirit of the Lord that calls certain scriptures to mind for us to rebuttal back and forth with. You know? It ain't like we have, this ain't, what you call it, when people do something before they actually do it. This ain't stage, this ain't rehearsed, this ain't, you know, this ain't something we choreographed and then came out here and done. This live. You know? It ain't no better way to be, really, than to be live, man, with it. You know? Live and direct, man.
Yeah, and then you get people like Vocab Balloon that, you know, will write precepts and then, you know, premeditate, then come up to camp. And then
get cut to pieces.
And get destroyed.
He's like rehearsing it in his head, and then once it comes up, it goes way off script. It's not your will, man. It's not our will. It's the will of the Most High. You know? This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's right, and that's what we out here to do, man. We out here to get a warning. All right, what's one of the warnings? America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's right.
All right, that is a warning, man.
That's right.
All right, y'all taking heed to it, don't take heed to it. Whether y'all heard or for a bird, America gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
That's a warning, man. All right, the Ark ID ship is the Ark of the Beast. That's a warning, man. All right, and the Lord is gonna destroy 2/3 of our people. All right, they just a warning. That's what we out here to do. Give a warning to our people. If you don't turn right, guess what? The Lord gonna destroy you, man. Don't come back to these laws, statutes, commandments. The Lord gonna destroy you. It's just straight up. No other way to say it, man, but straight flat, man. All right, how they say it in the world, straight blunt. You know, that's all we can say it, man. Go ahead,
Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Hold on for a second. All right, the police, you know, that's my favorite scripture. Proverbs, y'all know, Proverbs 16, the favorite scripture.
Proverbs 16 and what?
18.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And then look, the police just got out the car. You ain't see it. He just got out the car and did this. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter
I got it. Proverbs 16 and 7.
You know what I'm saying? He just hopped down like, y'all call? I'm like, nah.
Good.
Alright, this Proverbs 16 and 7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he making even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Yup. We just seen that again.
Yeah.
We just seen that. Now, if doing that car, look, you might see. You know what I mean? If doing that car, they would have left him alone.
Yeah. We could have. He probably would have let him move or something like that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? They might not car, they can get. Well, that's a good scripture to pay good.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? Because what we doing the Lord will. You know? Bring that back out on top.
All right, yeah. Ezekiel 3:18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
That's right, man.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Didn't it just say that? Where you get that other scripture from?
Ezekiel 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, link right up.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about what? He said the same thing, man. The same thing. He's gonna be proud of blood from us, man. We don't come out here and teach, man. What's the other piece of you always bring out about teaching? We don't teach.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get that anyway.
Okay,
I got you. This is 1 Corinthians, yeah.
Yeah.
9 and 16.
Yeah. Keep
You
on
had something?
Y'all just saying First Corinthians.
You can get it. You can get it.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
Yeah.
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Yeah, see, and that's what's happening, man. We delivering our souls, man. Coming out here week in, week out, this season, out of season, prophesying down, following her, and coming out here and fishing for the elect, man. All right? Yeah, hey, it's a token to hope that we be saved out of their hell that's coming.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, bro. 9 and 4. We're trying to get that mark of exemption. Judgment, man. Yeah, because 2/3 I'm the people, man. 2/3 of Israel gonna get destroyed, man. They're gonna get caught up in all this hell that's coming from the earth, man. Because we out here telling y'all right now what to do. You know, to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. But you don't want to hear it. You don't want to listen.
That's why he said, whether they hear or not.
Whether they hear or not.
This Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in seven, there shall no evil touch thee.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Because what? Hey, Lord willing, we doing the deeds and doing it in sincerity. The Lord gonna have mercy on us, man. All right, the Lord gonna deliver us out of the missiles, man. All right, ultimately taking trouble, but when the mark of the beast be implemented, all right, because it's gonna be implemented, all right, on a large scale, all right, the Lord can save us, man. All right, the Lord can have us covered.
Like our temptation,
right.
Revelation 2:10.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead. This is number 1.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, just going into it though. That's precept enough with it. Why you gonna be? That's why we gotta preach the gospel.
Yeah,
That's because the blood is on our hands.
That's right.
So, and blood, as I can tell you, blood can only be paid with blood.
Yeah.
This is 1 Corinthians 9 and 16.
Yeah.
But though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
Yeah.
But necessary is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
Right. Because this is our reasonable service. You know, especially since we are the ones who, because you know, we bearing the sins of our forefathers, but we are our forefathers coming back. But we all transgress the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father and Son. So, us coming back to the Lord and understanding our transgressions, Isaiah 58 and 1. We got to come out here and show the people their transgressions. We got to show them how. We got to show them how we were in the state of mind that they were in, and we came out of it, and how vital it is that they do the same. Yeah.
This Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up that voice like a trumpet.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, you know. And that's why you see us out here week in and week out. You know. A lot of times we can be heard down the block. Yeah, that's judgment. So that's the reason why, you know, brothers out here, you might hear us at the top of our lungs saying America's gonna be destroyed, okay? Because that's what? Warning the people, like the brother said, going back to Ezekiel. And the more that we come out here and warn the people, the closer and closer we are until that day actually coming. And if we stop preaching the word, hey, that means we stop warning the people.
That's right, that's right, that's right, bro.
And the Lord, you know what I'm saying? So we can't say, well, yeah, I preached the word for 3 years. I was in it. The Lord don't care. The Lord don't care about that. That's what you supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It says, he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved.
He that endured to the end. So like I say, the race is not given to the swift because this race ain't a sprint. It's a marathon.
Right.
All right. And you can't just stop because, man, my back hurting this week.
Because if you
They get burnt out too.
Yeah.
Going fast, hard as you can, you run out of breath.
Hey, like the other Israelite counts that take a break, they take a winter break.
Yeah.
They don't come out in the winter.
Yep. Yep.
Like groundhogs.
Them fair weather Israelites.
Yeah, come.
You know.
Isaiah 58:1, cry loud, spare not, lift up their voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins.
Right.
spare not. No, we're not sparing anybody's feelings. We don't give a damn who you are, you know, what you did, who your daddy is.
Don't sugarcoat that.
No respect to persons.
We're telling you, hey, these are the judgments. If you're not following them, you're going to be destroyed.
He was giving warning. He was giving warning. You know?
Yeah, man. It don't matter. It don't matter if a bomb come up here or LeBron James come up here.
Right.
We gonna give them the same judgment.
Yeah.
We gonna give them the same judgment, man. You know?
Because most high is in a respecter of persons.
And then he said, I set thee up to be on my people. You know, like it go back to that precept, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. You know, so the Most High told us to come out here and preach His word. You know, as much as He chose us, what are we out to do, man? Come out here and preach the gospel, man. Preach the downfall of the world. But that's what required of us and what? Our reasonable service, man. Something we're supposed to be doing, you know?
Get that. All right, this Amos 3:6.
Right.
It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
I wound up losing. Yeah.
Well, lion roar in the forest, and when he had no prey, when the young lion cried in his hand, Alright. This Amos 3:4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he have no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Shall one take a snare from the earth and have not taken Salakia, and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
Right, and then all questions, man. All right, all questions. But this is the most important part. So what we doing out here? We blowing a trumpet. The trumpet is a sign of warning, man. Like the firefighters just came past, that's a sign of warning. Or what? Emergency, man. Danger. You know?
Or when those sirens go off in the city, you know, for like a tornado.
Right,
Or,
that's warning sound. We doing the same thing, but it's a spiritual way. Right? This a spiritual trumpet we blowing, man.
Spiritual side.
Yeah, that's right.
It says, shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have not done it?
See, right. It is evil in the city, and the Most High, Yahweh have not done it. All right? Because the Lord do what? All things, man. Yeah. All right? So we out here to warn our people, man. You know? A good job that the Lord got us doing, man. You know? And brothers should be wanting to do this, man. You know, we actually got a chance to do something for the Lord, man. That's a blessing. On top of that, just able to receive this knowledge, really understanding, and to come out here and do it. That's a blessing, man. Like, what you doing? I'm doing something for the Lord.
And you really got the highest honor. We got the highest honor bestowed upon us is to be direct servants of the boss of all bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how Jake always want to brag about they plug.
Yeah.
You know, your plug ain't messing with my plug. You know how in the 80s everybody wanted to be tied in like with Escobar, Pablo. Everybody wanted to have that plug. Well, we got that plug. We got the real plug, man. You know?
We doing his deeds, man. You know?
Hey, I got a quick precept too to go with what you were saying, bro. And then I jump right back to the Amos. This Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Yeah, and that's the whole duty of man, man.
That's
to
right.
do what we doing now. You know? And truth and sincerity, man.
Yep.
Not for no pictures of sake, man. Alright, not to gain vanity, deceitful wickedness, man. However you want to put it. You know, we ain't doing this for fun, man. We doing this to receive salvation, man. You know?
Somebody
It says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
Right. Every work's gonna be brought to judgment, man. All right, wicked or righteous.
Hey, I'm finna say it. It says, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
That's right, man. Whether it be good, hey, what we doing now? We sowing good seeds, man.
Right.
We doing good deeds, so we gonna be judged and righteous, man.
Hey, man. And that's like, I hate to use this word. I should. It was on my spirit to look this word up in the etymology. It's kind of spooky to know that it's somebody to know everything that you do, whether it be good or like it ain't nothing that I'm doing that he don't know. It's somebody that watching me do everything I do.
Yeah. Because you might be out in public. And like, you might have a friend that sees you out in public and they text you and be like, hey, I see you. You'd be like, what the fuck, where? Yeah, where the fuck are you at?
Yeah.
You want to know, but it's like nice white shoes you got on. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck is he?
I'm looking right at you.
Look around. That put fear in you.
You're like, nigga, who you supposed to be?
It's fine playing, man.
That's a good analogy, man, because that's how it is. It's like, I see everything that you do. You know? And he controls everything around you too. You know? It'd be like, hey, you know, it's like your friend texts you and they say, yeah, nice shoes, I see you. You'd be like, what the hell? And they're like, hey, watch out for that curb in the street. And then you trip over it right after you read it. It's like, damn, how? Like, it's like he put that stumbling block right in front of you. That's what the Most High does to these wicked people, man. The deceivers and deceived are his.
Because see, like the scriptures say, the people count the slack concerning the Lord's promise. And just like it says, and just like Ecclesiastes, that's the spirit. Just like Ecclesiastes say, because judgment is not executed speedily. It's the hearts of men are fully set to do evil. You know, because they think that the Lord ain't keeping record of what's going on. You know.
Esau too.
This Proverbs 15:3, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Right. Who was the Most High eyes, man? The angels. All right, the angels are taking notes and reporting back to Yahweh, man, on what's going on, man. All right? And it's everywhere. Angels around us now, man. We got that hedge around us now. You know? So,
I'm gonna finish this, Amos. All right. Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Right, man. And it's a blessing to be able to receive those secrets, man. I start from our elders going down to these brothers, man. All right? The secret was gave to us, man. what is the mark of the beast. Alright? Other people don't. They think it's, you know, they think, what else they call the mark of the beast?
Embargo.
Embargo. No, but no, the mark, huh?
Deception.
Right. But the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, man. And that was a secret, man. But we understand it.
Right.
You know, we understand who is the devil, according to the scriptures. Alright, we understand who these 12 tribes resonate with. Alright, we understand all these secrets, man. You know? But it's what people tell
And that 2/3 of our people not gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know?
We say the lesson has not changed.
Yeah,
But the rest is blind.
The rest is blind.
You know?
I got one. This Deuteronomy 29 and 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord Yahweh our power.
Right?
But those things which are revealed belong unto us.
See? And he revealed certain secrets to our apostles, our elders. Alright, and guess what? They break it down to us, man. They give us the secrets, man. But we all teach the same thing, man. We don't want to go. You know?
But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever. All right, and this is talking about our forefathers, man.
Right.
We are the children of our forefathers coming back. That's why I say what? Our fathers have sinned and we have borne their iniquities, man. You know? That's what people don't understand. You not just paying for what you doing in this life. You paying for what you did in your past life.
Yep.
You know? And that's a secret thing. That's a secret thing, you know? Hold on, let them get 2 Corinthians 2 before we get past that last point. And I'm gonna finish this. It said that we may do, listen to this, that we may do all the words of this law. You know? Going back to the whole duty of man again, man. Let them bring that out.
Okay.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach.
That's why you gotta fear the Lord, man. Because you are going to be judged whether you know it or not. Whether you don't think that the Lord is watching you, whether you think you're getting away with any type of a devious or a devilish act, the Lord sees you, man. Whether you think that you're going to hear this word and not come out here and preach it until you see fit, the Lord is watching, man. Go ahead, bro.
That everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
Right, because you are not your own. You don't. You are a vessel. All right. There's written a spirit. That spirit belongs to the Lord.
Tammy, come on, man.
Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men.
Knowing the terror of the Lord. Okay?
What the Lord capable of doing, man.
We know that the Lord is seeing everything that's going on.
A lot of people think the Lord just all good too. They think he just all love and he won't destroy you, man. But hey, Lord will put you to death, man.
Yeah, a lot of people think the Lord is Barney.
With the quick.
A lot of people really think all love. Yeah, they just think every time the Lord on the scene, they hear they think they're supposed to hear that I love you.
Yeah.
No, man. Y'all gotta come out of that. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
But we are made manifest unto God, and our trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
And that's how you tell the difference between real men of the Lord and these pastors in these churches. Because it say, we persuade men through terror of the Lord. They not teaching you about the terror of the Lord in the church. What they telling you in church? Hey,
I love everybody.
Hey, the Lord gonna bless you. The Lord wants you to prosper. You know, they don't never tell you about the judgment and the terrible demon-like power that the Lord put on you. They don't never tell you how the Lord will have you broke down so bad you can't even move.
Yeah. And then leave your spirit in that body.
And leave your, the Lord will paralyze you.
Yeah, paralyze you.
The Lord will paralyze you, man.
Yeah.
judgment, man.
That's judgment. Because they want to give all the bad stuff to Satan.
Yeah.
And when we just read along, that means there ain't no.
Uh,
If it be even the sin, the most have not done it.
yeah.
You know, so you gotta give credit to you how about you have shot.
Yeah.
And then go back to the book of Job, man.
Oh yeah,
Job
yeah,
saying,
we had
man.
that one brung out. Yeah, yeah. Bring that out of Jeremiah.
Did you finish on that, bro?
Yeah, I had something to back that scripture.
Okay, let him bring that.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Hey, so you got some rewards out there that the Lord coming with.
Yeah.
Don't think all the rewards
It's gonna be good.
because the Lord gonna have fun destroying you.
Yeah.
So he happy to pass out, and it's my pleasure. Put up a dog ass all day. Bang, bang, bang.
Cause you know, you got Jakes that do like fantasy football and stuff, and they'll put like some money for the first prize place. But then if you come in last, they say, all right, you're gonna have to do some embarrassing shit out in public. Let's record you. You know, so that's the reward of the loser and the reward of the winner.
Right.
Hey, the reward for the winner is gonna be like the kingdom. You know, that crown
Crown of
eternal
life.
women, money, slaves, land, planets, mansions, you name it. You know, whatever your heart desires.
Yep.
And righteousness.
Yep.
But hey, if you're a loser, man, everlasting shame in the kingdom.
Yeah, everlasting shame.
Because you're gonna be shamefaced in the kingdom, knowing that all this was for you, but you wanted some wickedness out in the world before this.
Yeah, cause you know, everybody gonna go to heaven.
Yeah. It's just not gonna be heaven for everybody.
It's just not gonna be heaven for everybody.
Going back to Ark, how we were saying about we be born our forefather iniquity.
Yeah, come on.
Jeremiah 13 and 18. That's like Jeremiah 32 and 18. Thus show his love and kindness unto thousands, and recompense the iniquity of the fathers unto the bosom of the children after them. The great, the mighty power.
Read it up to the top. Read up to the top.
Jeremiah 32 and 18. That show love and kindness unto thousands, and recompense the iniquity of the fathers and to the bosom of the children after them. The great, the mighty power, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Right. So you gotta pay for the sins of your forefathers, man. You know? Just like, you know, you got these Edomites walking around here when we tell them, hey, you gotta pay for what you did to the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. You gotta pay for enslaving millions and rape, robbing, and murder millions of so-called Negroes, Latinos. Well, I ain't do that. That wasn't me. Yes, it was. It was you. Because you are the seed of your father. All right? And really, the spirit that you get comes from your father, man. So it's just passed down, and eventually it's you again. In another, you know what I'm saying? It's you again. I think it's like what? Every third or fourth generation is actually you that come back. You know? Y'all got something else?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh, hey, I got one real quick going off what you said, bro. This Zechariah 11 and 5. It says, whose possessors slay them.
Read up one. Read the 4.
All right, this Zechariah 11 and 4, it says, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Right. That's going into you so-called Caucasians, man. You Caucasian devils, you Edomites, you enslaved us, man. You know? And you hold yourselves not accountable for what you did. You know? And you still slaying us to this day. You know? Go ahead, bro. That was it.
That was it. That was the point.
You got some more, bro?
All right, this 2 Thessalonians 1:6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yeah, so the Lord gonna be glad to come and put a foot up in all the wicked's ass. And the wicked starts with you Caucasian devils, man. Okay? Who call yourself white, you know. But we know that you are Esau Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. We know that you're the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay? And the Lord, it's his good pleasure to come down and put a foot in your ass because you've been putting a foot in our ass for ages.
Right.
That's payback.
Payback. Recompense. That was it, bro.
This Isaiah.
Hey, they'll tell you, the Lord, what's all this violence? The Lord is not a violent man. Oh yeah, what about Egypt? Oh yeah? Lord, what about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord ain't violent, huh? What about Isaiah 66?
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Hold on, this in the Bible. The Lord ain't no violent man. Did you say slaughter? What are you talking about? The meat house or something? Keep going.
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
For people? Nah. Nah, you talking about the children. You talking about the children of the cows and the sheep, right?
I'm gonna continue.
Oh, okay. All right.
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So the Lord said, prepare slaughter. So that sounds like something violent gonna take place. So the Lord, he is a man of war, man. Y'all gotta get it out your mind that the Lord is matter of fact, somebody get Isaiah, and somebody get 2 Samuel.
Isaiah what, bro? I'm holding
45.
Yeah, this is. All right, that was the spirit, bro. Hey, this Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, do all these things.
The Lord said,
Where we just came from?
Read it again.
Give me my phone. I'm gonna take a
It
picture of
says,
this.
Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness.
Right.
I make peace and create evil.
He make peace and create evil.
It says, I, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, do all these things.
All right, get Samuel 2 and 16.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You know, bring it out.
Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that even I am he, and there's no God with me.
There's no other power like the Most High power.
I kill.
Right. That's the point.
That's the point.
I kill and I make alive.
And he makes alive.
I wound and I heal.
Oh,
7 2 and 6.
Yeah, man. He can,
Samuel 2 and
he can
6.
break your arm or he can heal your broken arm.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
You can't escape his wrath.
You can bring it out. Bring out 2 Samuel 2 and 6 after that. Go ahead.
Verse 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how Jake likes to say, get on my level? You know, I'm up here, you're down here. Hey, he said he lifts up his hand unto heaven. You can't lift your hand higher than his hand.
Yeah.
You know how like the wrestling matches and they raise up their hands when they win? Hey, that's the Most High. His hands are all the way up.
All the way up.
Yeah.
He the only one that can be proud, you know.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Proud, man.
Yeah, you can't stop Yahweh, man. That's the Most High. Or anybody that he's dealing with. You know?
That's right.
It's man through Yahweh Shai.
You said 2 and 6, huh?
Yeah, 1 Samuel 2 and 6.
This 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord Yahweh kill it and make it alive.
The Lord kill it and he make alive.
He bring it down to the grave and bring it up.
He bring it down to the grave and bring it up.
The Lord Yahweh make it poor and make it rich.
Watch.
He bring it low and lift it up. He raised it up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them up among princes to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's Yahweh by Shem Yehoshai, and he has set the world upon them.
So, hey, the Lord ain't this guy that the world thinks he is, man. You know? And that's why we brought out 2 Corinthians. Hey, that's like I said, that's the line. That's how you know who the men of the Lord really are. Because the men of the Lord telling you about the terror of the Lord, telling you about the power of the Lord that destroys, the power of the Lord that comes and wreaks havoc, the power of the Lord that unleashes demons on you. The power of the Lord that has set up spirits, what it say, for vengeance. There'll be spirits created for vengeance. This Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 13. It says, for thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringest up again. A man indeed killeth through malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returneth not. Neither the soul receive up, coming again. But it is not possible to escape thine hand, meaning the hand of the Lord, man. Okay? Because the Lord got the ability to take your spirit out of one body and put it in another body. Okay? And you might be okay today, but what you gonna be in the next life? That's why we come out here and tell you, hey, you gotta stop doing what you're doing if you going contrary to the words of the Lord. Okay? If you out here and you being an adulterer, if you out here and you worshiping any other God but the God of this Bible, all right? How you doing? If you out here and you eating pork, shrimp, and lobster, if you out here,
I respect what you guys are doing. I love this. I teach my kids knowledge of self, real shit. Real, I mean, I'm just saying. And I want to take a picture of this.
Okay, you can take a picture of the signs. Just
I want to take a picture of you guys to show my people strong men standing up for God. And I want to show.
Yeah, don't take pictures. We don't.
I don't. I was going to take a picture of the sign.
Yeah, that's cool.
But my phone went dead, so
okay.
for the pictures though. Right? But listen, on my page, my Facebook page, I share this knowledge with my people.
Okay.
So I appreciate and I respect what you guys are doing. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Well, you know, we ultimately, yeah, we doing it for our people, but we doing it because the Lord commanded us to come out here. This is what we supposed to be doing.
There you go.
You know, so like the whole message that we've been preaching is that we got blood on our hands. We feel
exactly.
This is a cleansing process.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I mean, it don't matter if don't nobody come up here and listen.
That's right.
Because the Lord said, prophesy to the wind.
And I promise you, every knee,
the word is gone out.
Every knee shall eventually bow. So it don't matter. So believe me, what you guys are teaching here, and I know you guys probably don't want to get your phones out and tag me on your Facebook page, but I teach this on my page to my children.
Yeah, we teach on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys do. I need your information. Who got something for me?
Great Millstone, GMS.
Write it down for me. I'm going to see you guys, yes. And I respect this, and thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah,
and I don't see no fear in your hearts, and that will make us powerful brothers. So y'all keep doing
the
this.
Lord, the scriptures say, get that, to Timothy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have a quick precept.
Go ahead, bro. Bring it out.
This 2 Timothy.
Yeah, whoever get it first.
This 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh by Shem Yehoshai has not given us.
Read it verbatim, because I'm pretty sure she don't know the name right now.
For 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind.
Exactly, because fear is an illusion. It's not real, actually.
Well, fear is real.
I mean, what I'm saying is...
Hold on, slow down. Everything we saying, we're going to answer with the scriptures.
Yes.
Get Sirach 21 and 12.
Yes, fear is real through the emotions that we create. We create our own realities because we are children of God. We are God, so to speak.
Well, the Lord creates our reality. That's what we believe.
Jeremiah 33,
21, it might be 11. Let me see.
Jeremiah 33. Starting with the law of the Lord, giving them my
Do you men believe that you are God? So that is true. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not like the God that you.
Are you guys aware that you are the Christ consciousness? You are the begotten child. Are you aware of
Well,
this?
we don't deal with Christ.
However we preach the Lord to be, you have to understand we are the begotten child. That this. Because we are the lost. Listen.
No, we not. But hold on. When you say something in earth, we got to stop you right there. We're not the begotten. There's only one begotten.
We are the begotten as a whole. Do you understand me? Because you have to understand everything that exists inside Prakriti and exists inside of him. Nothing exists outside of God. Nothing. It could not exist. Nothing could exist outside the mind of God. All of us exist inside of God. You understand?
That's true.
Me? Yes.
Right. We all are a manifestation of the Most High's mind.
God said, listen, no man stands above another, no matter how you preach. All of my children I love equally. So God says, listen, you are not better than another.
Who is his
All
children?
of you. All of you are. All of us are, as a whole.
Who is all of us?
Everyone that has a conscious mind, even if they're
No,
wrong or not.
Isaiah 45 and 4.
But listen, to say that,
Look,
to say that God is not the creator of everything, but God is the creator of everything, correct?
Listen to the
You
scriptures.
just can't talk out your own
Yeah,
heart.
right.
All right, this Isaiah 45 and 4. It says, for my servant, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect.
Hold on. So, what the word elect mean?
I know exactly what the word elect means, but I want you guys to understand.
Well, we want you to answer it.
Nothing
We want you to answer it.
Listen, this is
We
just.
want you to answer it. This is a.
I'm just going to give you
Listen.
universal knowledge.
Can we?
You have to understand the mind of God. Nothing that exists outside
First of all, the mind. Listen. I'm gonna cut that right now. First of all, the mind of God is not dealing with women. First of all, the mind of God not dealing with women. Read it. The mind of God not dealing with women because women are emotional. Read
First
that.
Timothy
Oh no.
2 and
Yeah, you
12.
bringing the
First
scripture out.
Timothy 2 and 12. Now everything we have said, we brought our scriptures. Where's yours? Read.
For I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
So the Lord said he didn't set women up to teach or usurp authority over men. So by default, there's only one thing that you should be doing right now.
But to be in silence.
Be in silence.
Where do men come from? Who is the giver of life?
Who
Do you believe in the scripture?
Who
what
is the
man
giver
come
of
from?
life?
What
Women are
man
the
come-
giver of
Is
life.
that in the
Are you guys
scriptures?
aware of that?
No.
Baby, that's common sense.
No, the men come.
Who is the giver of
but
life?
Life comes from seed,
Women
from
are the giver
semen,
of life.
from sperm.
Yeah. You gonna get pregnant on your own?
Of course, but does a man give life? No, a woman gives life from birth.
No, the
baby.
Lord gives life.
the
Are you
seed.
kidding
The Lord
me? This
gives
is
life.
common
Go
sense, guys.
back to
Guys, this is common sense.
go back to Deuteronomy. The Lord killed it, and the Lord made it alive.
Are you gonna
The
down
Lord
your
killed it,
women?
and the Lord
Why
made
would
it
you put
alive.
your women down? They brought you life, guys. Really? Come
Nah.
on now. You put your women on pedestals, baby.
Yes, you have
No,
to.
you
I'm
don't.
speaking what the scripture said.
Listen.
No, you don't.
You need a man.
A woman
you
is
need
just a
woman
servant.
Without balance, without games,
A
without
woman is a possession.
Woman is
Get
under
that.
the man.
How did you get here from your mothers, right?
You got it from our
You did right out
father.
earlier.
Seed of our father.
A man-
You would have not
you
made it
the
here
woman,
without
you
your
the
mothers. Are
possession.
you aware of that?
Get your phone, honey. Don't break your
It could have
phone.
not have happened without your mothers. Are you aware of
You
that?
came through the seed of your father.
Showed that in
not
the
your mother.
scripture.
Hey, so was
Actually,
man
but
created
it's
first or was
decoded.
woman created first?
Listen,
Was
guys.
man created first or was woman
I
created
am
first?
everything.
Was
I am
man
man and
created
woman.
first?
He said, show it in the scripture.
Go ahead.
It said what? 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession,
A woman is only a possession.
a help like unto himself,
A help. The word woman means female servant
and a pillar of rest.
and a pillar of rest. Okay, so see when you living in this world today, the position of woman has been completely screwed up. Women don't know their position. That's why we are in our position that we're in. See, get that in Timothy. Through women, we all die. The women, from the woman came the beginning of sin, man.
I don't want no
woman get this numbers real quick.
Yeah, you can get it.
It's Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the houses of their fathers.
The pedigrees, meaning the bloodlines, is determined by the fathers. Okay, women always brag about how they carry.
Are you guys aware of
Listen.
Are you guys aware of these?
Women always talk about how they carry the seed for 9 months.
Yeah.
Men carry the seed from the time they're 11 years old.
Maybe 12.
But you need women
The
to breathe
spirit
life.
comes out of the sperm.
You need women
The
to breathe
spirit
life,
comes
guys.
out of the sperm.
You have to understand the creator is a divine and
Yes, we
being.
know how
you have
sex
to understand
works.
this.
Yeah, I know how
God
sex
loves
works.
all of himself. Listen, he does not place down his grace. His women or his men, you understand me? Everybody has a place in this reality.
Yeah, women got a
You
place, but women
understand
don't
this?
know their place.
Baby.
Women don't know their place. Women are
But
out
show
of
me your
order.
Bible where it says God said he loves all his children evenly.
Women,
If it says it there.
It don't say
It
that.
says there.
It don't say
Yes,
that.
it does. Decode your
It don't
Bibles,
say
baby.
that. It
Awaken
don't say that.
yourself.
Where your scriptures at?
Bibles, baby.
Hey, hold on. Shema.
I know the scriptures.
Give
but I don't need
give us a scripture.
I have knowledge of self.
Jeremiah
You
31,
guys are just teaching
verse
it wrong.
22.
You guys are correct.
How long
You're
wilt
just
thou
teaching it
go
wrong.
about, O thou
You guys
backsliding
are
daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
See, you got that mindset of America where they tell you to put women on a pedestal, that women are first. No, the man is first. The Bible says the man came first, and it said that the woman transgressed the law. The woman, through the woman, we all die. Somebody get it, Baba Kishon. Bring it out.
This is why 25 and 24 of the woman came the beginning of sin.
What is sin? What is sin?
That is a deception, guys.
Okay, but it's in the Bible.
The Bible
But see, hold on.
Listen to me.
That's a double tongue right there, because she just came up commending us for
I'm finna
preaching
tell
the
you something.
Bible. Now
I
she said,
respect
hold
your
on.
words,
Now she's
respect
saying,
mine.
now she's saying a deception.
I'm
Keep
just going to
reading.
say this.
Keep reading.
You must understand the ruler of this world is the devil, which is a veil. It's all illusion.
And through the woman came the
If you know
beginning
that-
of sin,
guys, if you
and through
know-
her, we
If you
all
know that the
died.
ruler of this world is the devil, then why follow all of his rules that he have given you here? You know he's the ruler. So why listen
Hey,
to all
you done, man.
You're going to be conditioned this way.
done. You leaking.
This is what has
You
happened.
leaking.
This is what has happened.
You leaking.
You guys don't have full knowledge of self.
leaking, man.
Let the woman learn the silence with all subjection.
Let the women learn this
I'm not better
silence
than
with
you, he's not better than you.
objection.
A woman has a place, a man has a
woman
place. That's
to
correct.
teach.
A woman is the giver
But I
of life,
said
and
now
so is
a woman to teach.
Listen.
and back in the
Don't worry, she
1600
ain't
days,
gonna
All right,
women-
Let her leak.
this
Let her leak. Read. Don't say listen, because she don't know how to do that.
This
Just
First
read.
Corinthians.
Do you want your daughters to be weak, guys?
No.
Think about this. Do you want your daughters to be weak? And I respect my black men. I need my men to lead. But
Tell
listen,
them to come out here.
for our women to
gotta
lead,
respect
we need our black men to stop being with these women. For the way that you're preaching about your women, you're putting them on the ground. You guys better change.
Hey, we
change
gotta
your
be put
world.
on the ground.
If you want to change your world,
Hey, just say what you gonna say. She not gonna let
I'm
you
just
talk.
letting you know. Listen, you guys
She
don't
not
have
gonna
no
let
knowledge
you
of
talk.
self.
I say what you gonna say.
But you don't.
Say what you gonna say.
You think
no,
you
where
do,
you going?
but you really
Where you going?
don't. Because you have to understand the Spirit of
Say
God
what you gonna
is
say.
in you.
I'm not gonna let you talk.
The Spirit of God is inside of all
She
of
don't
you.
got that.
Just so you know that.
This First Corinthians 11 and 8.
Millions
For
will
the man
receive in the
is
end
not
time.
of the
This is
woman,
true.
but the woman of the man.
The man
is not of the woman,
but the woman.
of the
Now she
man.
gonna shut up.
Y'all so
Now
deceived.
she shut up. What the word
You
cut
got all
out?
these
Read it again.
Listen, y'all should
Read it
be
again.
First Corinthians 11 and 8. For the man is
Because you
not
have
of
to
the
understand
woman,
these are
but
your
the
black
woman
women.
of the man.
Right? See? Keep going.
Neither was the man created for the woman.
A real
but
man
the
never puts
woman
down
for
his
the
woman
man.
in general. He lifts her up. Do you know this, guys? A
First
real man
Corinthians
in
11
general.
and 8.
Read it again.
God put down his
For
woman.
the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Go ahead.
Neither was the
See,
man
I ain't ready for
created
the
for the
bad
woman,
like
Neither
what?
was the
I'm ready
woman
for
created
a
for the
real
woman.
challenge.
What?
Because they can't challenge God.
What?
Real shit, because God is in everybody, all y'all, boo. Ain't nobody better than another. They can try to make themselves better than you, and I'm just giving them some real knowledge. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Real shit. And I got these. I tried to give to my page to speak the real shit, because I got thousands of followers. waking people up every day.
Hey, you leaking.
Of the man.
Hey, don't forget. Hey, don't forget your blood. You left your blood down here.
She got demons. Lord will kill you.
In your face.
Yeah.
Don't forget your blood. Hey, that's what a demon will say when they walk it off.
Look at that. Hey, look at on you. Don't forget that.
Proverbs 31:3. Give not that strength unto woman, nor the ways to the which destroy kings.
Condemn yourself.
Condemn yourself.
Hey, bring it out again. All right, it's 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was a man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this caused out the woman to have power over her own head because of the angels. Verse 15. Oh no, this come out the one I have here.
11 and 2. I'm there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Bring it out.
All right, this is 1
Read it
Corinthians
loud.
11, verse 2.
Right.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
So we fell from that, man. We fell from that as a nation, man. All right, you supposed to keep that ordinance continuing on, man. But we fell from that, man. When we discontinued from our heritage, man, we fell from that, man. All right, but Paul said, keep it. Go ahead. I'll stop on top of you.
Done.
And this Paul speaking, man. Look what he said, man. Go ahead, bro.
1 Corinthians 11 and 2. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Right, remember him in all things, man. Go ahead, Al.
And keep the ordinances.
And keep the ordinance, man, how it's supposed to go, man. Break it down how it's supposed to go, Al.
As I delivered them to you.
All right, go ahead.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach.
Right, all right. Of us, man. Yahweh Shah, man. Who the word even called Jesus Christ, man. All right, that's who the head on top of us, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
And the head of every woman, and the head of the woman is the man.
And the head of a woman is a man. Where she at, man? All right, because she supposed to hurry up this.
Yeah, she's headless.
The wicked flee when no man pursue it.
You see, but she came up just like her daddy.
Yeah, the devil.
Just like her daddy, man.
I want to commend y'all.
Yeah. And coming just like Esau, man. Just like her daddy, man. And that thing, look what happened. Everything turned sour, man.
Yeah, speaking flattery, and then we don't need fucking flattery out here, man.
Right.
We know what we're doing is right.
Right.
We don't need your fucking praises.
Well, it say we have an unction from the Holy One. We know all things. And one of them unctions that we got is that we men of the Lord, man. We confident and bold in it, man. You know?
All right, go ahead. I got
everything we say, we back it up for the scriptures. That's why I said, hey, Shema, give us your scriptures. Where's the book of Eve at?
Finish it out, Al.
Done. And the head of Yahweh Shah is Yahweh. You know, that's the order of things, man. It goes Yahweh Shah, men, women, then the children. And when things are done in order, you know, that's when good things start happening to you. That's how you prosper. But I mean, if you look around, ever since this feminism movement started in the 50s, it has destroyed the houses of the Israelites, man.
Right.
Everything's out of order. You know, if a woman was to buck up against the prophets in the ancient days, you know, she probably would have been stoned, put to death. She's trying to rebuke men of the Lord out here. Proud as hell. Trying to gain some more followers on her Facebook page.
Being a fucking cherry love type, man.
Yeah. She shut up though when the brother brought that scripture out. I told you she ain't gonna shut up. Let me read the scripture. See how quiet he got.
She's through, man.
This brother read that I suffer not a woman to teach. You ain't supposed to have no Facebook page trying to preach whatever your fucking heart says. You're supposed to get your understanding through a man.
That's right. That's right.
Shut the fuck up and listen to the men of the Lord.
That's right.
We're too late in the game for you to trying to go out of your own heart, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, I can't wait till Isaiah 4:1 comes into place. When y'all humble the fuck up.
Right.
Because you're going to see your family members, your children being put to death. You're going to be tossed around like a fucking hacky sack by different men.
Yeah, they gonna just have their way with them, man. You know, all these goddamn dykes out here, you know, all these proud ass women, you know, they're gonna be getting raped left and right. You're gonna need a man then. You're gonna want to get in order.
Can we get can somebody bring out Isaiah 4:1, please? Top of the shot.
Yeah, I got it.
This let you know how important the men is, man.
That's right.
These women think it's all about them, man.
This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man.
7 women shall take hold of one man in that day. That's talking about Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
These bitches are going to be begging for a man of the Lord in that day.
That's right. That's right.
It says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take care of ourselves for the most part. Just do this one thing for me, please.
Because Jake sipping so hard, Jake take her to the mall, take her on a $5,000 shopping spree, get her anything she want, take her out. These bitches supposed to be cooking and making clothes. You taking them to the store and buying them clothes and taking them to restaurants, whining and dining them.
Ain't doing shit around the house.
Nothing.
And you come home, the house fucked up. You work all day, you come home, ain't no food on the table. You ask the bitch to make the bed, she look at you like, nigga, you make the bed.
Yeah, you give her...
You slept in it too.
You slept in it.
Yeah, you go out of town to work, and you leave $1,000 a week at home for her to pay the bills and maintain the house. She goes off and spends it on shoes and fucks around with another dude, man.
Yep.
And y'all are servants to that bitch.
Yep.
Grow some fucking balls, man. I'm tired of these pussies, serving to these wicked ass women. This is why we need salvation.
Okay.
Right. It says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Just take away our reproach, man. Everybody's dying left and right. We'll wear our own clothes. We'll cook our own food. We'll cook for you. We'll make clothes for you.
Goddamn folly.
Just protect us from all this shit that's going on. And it says 7 women will take hold of one man. That 7 just means complete. So brothers like pussy, I mean, shit. So it's gonna be more than 7. And that shows how humble they'll be. They'll be willing to get with a man that already has like 30-something women.
Right.
Like, oh damn, he's taking care of his women. I'm gonna get with him. Because these other wicked dudes are raping them and then killing them. And then still continue to rape them even though they're dead. They're really eating ass. They're cannibalists out here.
Yep. The most successful pride in the kingdom of lions has the lioness in perfect order. They go out, they hunt, they make the kill, and they bring it back to what? To the king. They don't eat until the king and the youngest cub eats. Okay? And the princes eat last. Like the ones that's basically been already brought up and almost at their age to have their own pride, they don't eat. They don't eat until after the king and the youngest cub eats, and then the lioness eat, and then the princes eat. But there's order. And those are the prides that last the longest, man. But these women don't understand their position, all right, under a man to serve their man, all right. The man is supposed to not have to worry about shit pertaining to that house, man, other than bringing in the money to pay the goddamn bills, man. Okay, unless it's something that's physical, like working on something, but cooking, cleaning, washing, that's all women duty, man. Yeah, this same heifer, all right, and the Lord even called the woman a bitch, a shameless dog, okay? So this same woman that was up here trying to teach us, I guarantee you, you go in her house all out of fucking order.
Out of order.
Did you stand up here with a head full of dead hair in your head? I was talking to my demon about that shit. I was like, you know why women be patting shit out their head? Because you just took some dead shit and put it, attached it to your live hair. And it's like, that shit, it ain't registered. Like, that shit ain't vibing. So you see these hoes with these weeds, they always paint on their head. But you got dead hair in your head.
You got demons in their head.
You don't got sense enough to comb your own goddamn hair. You don't cook, you don't clean, you won't comb your own goddamn hair.
Hey, I got a precept for y'all.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Trodden down in the mire of the street. Now look up that word mire. It's going to be like waste. You know, that's why they have these gutters in the streets so all that sewage will go in.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to be trodden down in.
Yeah.
You know, you got that term called gutter slut. That's how y'all are going to be. Just a bunch of gutter sluts.
Hood rats.
Yep.
Yeah, hood rats.
Gutter hoes.
Man.
They're gonna be getting trampled down,
Yeah,
man.
just that mucky waste.
Yep.
You know, that flies fly around and nothing grows out of it except like gross algae, dirty algae, and bacteria. Hey, and bacteria does grow in you women, man.
Yep.
Those
infections.
Full of infections, man.
Yeah, those STDs.
Yep. And a lot of reason why you women got that shit, because you walk around wearing these tight ass jeans, won't let your pussy breathe.
Yep.
Everything you got on gotta be tight. Spandex this, tightest jeans that.
Yeah, and y'all are on those birth control pills which fucks up your menstrual cycle. And that menstrual cycle is to clean you. Alright? That cleans out your vagina.
Yep.
Hey, but that just let you know too, man. With her coming up here like this, man, that let you know this her kingdom too.
Yeah.
This the woman's kingdom too, man. Cause when have a woman had enough courage to come up before men, you know, come up with sly like a damn devil, trying to give us praise, and then start going at us, you know?
Hey, you see, when you start letting them scriptures speak, it cut them. And then you try to, see, she wanted a platform to speak on and she thought this was it. And then when she started speaking, I told her, no, we gotta stop you right there. You know. Yeah, no.
Nah, we don't give a damn. Like the brother said, we don't give a damn about no flattery.
Niggas do come for the pussy, though.
Okay.
Isaiah 15:1.
Yep. All right, this is the last one, man. This Ecclesiastes 7. I'm gonna start at verse 26. Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter. Now this is from King Solomon, the wisest man in the world. All right, it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands are bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh power shall escape from her.
Damn.
So
he said that he'd rather die than be with a bitchin' woman.
Yep.
All she does is, I remember pay bills, I need new shoes. Shut the fuck up.
now this is the wisest man in the world, ain't saying nothing about putting a woman on a pedestal. He said he found more bitter than death the woman, man, whose heart, meaning mind, is just a trap. Okay? Because anytime you're dealing with a woman, when you first meet her, she's thinking of a way to catch you up.
Try to deceive you to buy her shit. How far they sport, like they do this as a sport. They see how much shit they can get from a man without giving up the box.
And their whole presentation is there.
And they get proud of that shit.
High heels, earrings, makeup, titties out, push-up bras, thong panties, short skirts. Their whole presentation to you is to get you caught in a trap. You know, it's all about seducing and seduction, man. You know, snares and traps. It says, Whoso pleaseth Yahweh power shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So that's why we ain't, like the brother said, we ain't looking for no flattery. We don't care about you women coming up here trying to give us no prophet preaching the Bible. We're not doing this for you. We're not doing it to be seen of any man or woman, especially you women, right? We're trying to escape from you.
That's right.
It says, behold, this I have found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account. So King Solomon said he counted one by one. He went down the line, over 1,000 men. He said, which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not one man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Yeah.
So 1 out of 1,000 men, King Solomon said he found one upright out of every 1,000 men. But out of that whole 1,000, not one woman. So that let you know, man, which we know that women have certain roles, but what we saying is, in the words of the rock, you don't know your role. You women, like what the rock is called about some jabronis. Y'all don't know y'all goddamn role. And to keep silence, that's something that you have never learned to do. Especially the Negro woman, the so-called black woman. Now these other nations women, you deal with Elam, you deal with even with Esau woman. They know how to shut the hell up. At least for a little bit. You know, the goddamn women's rights was the worst thing that happened, man, in America. Just made iniquity increase more and more, man. Because niggas will do anything for a piece of ass. Like, it's like, it don't matter what limit you put out there, Jake gonna go past it to get to that woman, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some new heels? I'll give you 4 new heels. Simple, man. Your woman is supposed to buy you shit. You know, back in the ancient world, they
So with that, I hope you brothers edified. We'll give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakam Kodash.
I'm going to say double honor to the elders, the apostles, great millstone, rule well, teach well, being a great example to Israel, man, the elect, and peace and blessing to the brothers on the 4 winds, pushing the truth and sincerely, their great song. I repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right, and salvation earlier than we believe. Need it,
Abad Babal! Abad Babal! Abad Babal!
Yahweh Shem HaShai Shalom.
Shalom.